Hello, everybody, and welcome to Weird Adventures. My name is Derek, and I am our game master today, running us through the wonderful world of Curse of Strahd, or maybe the not-so-wonderful world of Curse of Strahd. We have a lovely cast of characters with us today, and we're gonna go right on down that list. So, to start off our introductions, we'll go with Balthazar.
Oh boy. Hello, I'm Cosmic, currently playing Balthazar, the Aasimar Grave Cleric.
Yes, indeed. Next up, we've got the Biner.
Hi, this is Binur the Wise. I am playing a Luxodon Star Druid.
Yes, indeed. Next up is Aina.
Hi, this is RJ. I'm playing Aina, the Enchantment Halfling Wizard.
Yes, yes. And then we've got, of course, Penny.
Hi, this is Jennifer. I'm playing Penny Peanut Posy Poppy, your garden, your Phantom Rogue Forest Gnome.
Yeah. Next up is Porum.
Hello, I'm Migs. I'll be playing Forum, our cleric fighter. He's also a fairy.
Yes, indeed. And last but not least, Ophelia.
Hi, I'm Corey. I will be playing our Triton Sorcerer Warlock Ophelia.
Yes, you shall. And yeah, we've got our lovely group. Everybody's here for today. We're just about to do a recap, but before we do, if you enjoy watching our show and you want to catch up to where we're at in the story, I definitely recommend you going to YouTube, giving a subscribe, tossing a like our way, and if you want to catch up with our future adventures, definitely follow us on Twitch. Do this every Saturday at 3 p.m. PDT. But with that out of the way, would anybody like to recap what happened last week for a sweet, delicious inspiration?
Oh, I'm hearing reaction sounds.
Yeah.
Will I have to do it? Is it going to have to be me?
Is it
I
gonna
would
have to
do
be
it, but I'm
Cosmo?
trying to cope right now.
It sounds like it sounds like you're on some copium. I don't mind doing it.
Aren't you up for it again?
Jen wants you to do it again, Migs.
I too would like Migs to do it again.
Yeah.
So what's in it for me besides
You get an
Inspiration.
inspiration.
not Cosmic, you do it. It'll be your first one back in the States.
Wow.
That's only because Migs doesn't remember anything.
4 pages of notes.
The call out.
Me's dissociated through half of the session yesterday. That's what I'm hearing. Can't remember shit.
I have 4 pages of notes. I just don't want to go through them.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Sounds like someone doesn't know how to do summarizations.
Would you like to, Cosmic? You can also say no, and I can do it. Then I can give myself an inspiration.
No. You're not getting inspirations. I am. I will simply take it. So, what happened last session was Dahlia brought us through into Little Barovia, I believe was what we officially named the previously named Barovia village. But, before we really stepped into it and in the... Who joined? Who left?
Oh.
That was me. I'm clicking the wrong things.
Alright, that's fine. So before we really stepped into Little Barovia proper, and some of the outskirt houses, Dahlia sort of led us through into one of them to, help disguise the fairy and the Triton in our midst, since Miner had a fancy new hat that disguised him with as a cowboy biner.
Apparently
10-gallon
tastes like
biner.
10-gallon biner, yes. So while two of our party members searched through the house for some clothes to put on, sort of throw for themselves as a, help disguise their oddities, so as not to freak out the rest of the residents. I believe Ina did some investigating in the house and figured out that someone's been coming into here through a cellar door. Having found some big old footprints. Didn't really think much of it as we left. But
And took some wood
once we got-
carving tools.
yeah, which they would soon regret, sadly. But we got towards the center and decided to not decide, but inevitably kind of did split between the talls and the smalls, as the smalls wanted to go into a shop to do some perusing, while the talls wanted to talk with, I believe her name was Maria?
Mary.
Mary, I was close.
Yeah.
I'm not good with names. But to speak with Mary about her daughter Gertrudis. And, yeah, so, I believe it was the Smalls who went first. They went into the shop. Ina did some shopping to get some incense in case his poor Raven crow. I can't remember which. They are the same in my head.
A dark bird.
Poor Peach. In case poor Peaches gets discorporated again. Coming to find out that the man behind the counter charges an exorbitant amount of money for basic goods. Which, fair, but also rude. While they were trying to convince him to, maybe lower the price to actual market value, there was a sound towards the back of the store, and he was distracted by having to fix a mistake in which the Smalls got introduced to, Perry Winkle? No, not Winkle. Perry Wimple.
Yeah.
I remembered. Yeah, they got introduced to Perry Wimple, the supposed nephew to the shop owner, who was this big old Goliath man, who is kind of slow, but just the sweetest little thing. They tricked him into giving them, regular market price. And, made friends with them, as Penny gave him, the flower crown that Forum had made for her that morning. Which he took gladly and gave her a little wooden froggy as in return.
Yeah.
I think it was after that interaction did Ina realize, oh, he's been the one that was going into that house we broke into. And then later on also realized, oh, he wasn't just breaking into that house, he was living in there. And Ina stole his wood carving tools.
It's
but
fine.
They skedaddled out of there, which swiftly transitioned us to the big ones. Speaking to Mary, sort of trying to comfort her, give her at least some semblance of hope in trying to find her daughter. They got shown into Mary's room, and come to find out Mary is not Mary, but Gertruda is a bit of an artist with sketches lining her room. A lot of which seem to be connected to the mists, as the Talls sort of got a few of the sketches and a few sketchbooks to sort of flip through, hoping maybe to figure out where Gertruda might be based on what she's been sketching, or just perhaps seeing what else she drew, as some of those things she sketched were things the characters actually saw in the mists. And in that note, when they all went to leave, Balthazar noticed one of the sketches. and had a very bad reaction to it. He wasn't able to explain much because he was struggling very hard not to have an immediate panic attack. But they hurried on out of it. Out of the
Biner
room.
grabbed that
Biner-
sketch because he wanted to help.
Yeah. Sure. I was about to say, but Biner sneakily took the sketch with him, and Balthazar doesn't know this. And just before the talls reunited with the smalls, there was a strange pretzel vendor. Aina got lured in to. Well, the smalls got lured in by the pretzels, but Penny smartly resisted trying it, getting some very weird vibes from the vendor. Aina, however, indulged, and thus Pretzel Gate started. As the Talls immediately tried to... Well, at least Balthazar tried to mitigate the situation as best he could while Biner and Ophelia bought things from the vendor.
The Biner didn't eat one at least.
Well, he didn't. That's the thing. But, eventually, apparently the pretzels made people go high due to a mix of enchantment magics and some necromancy, though that was just a gentle repose to keep things fresh. But, they made their way to the inn, had some dinner, conversations were had throughout the party, mostly in regards to Pretzelgate, but also, I think there was a little bit of a heart-to-heart moment between Aina and Ophelia as they ate and drank their sorrows away with, I'm just gonna call them LSD pretzels, and some good ol' moonshine. Biner got to talk with some of the proprietress of the inn, and, learned a thing or two about the, what are their people called? Vistani?
The
It starts with a-
Vistani.
Vistani.
Vistani, like so.
Yeah, about the Vistani, and apparently they need a doctor for something. Unfortunately, our current doctor was highly intoxicated.
Yeah, a little bit.
Penny went to her room early, to which Ophelia made a taunting comment about. Never a good sign. But, comeuppance came right at her as, Dahlia came in. They had a bit of a chat, went outside to flirt, and Ophelia just threw up into one of the, ventilations for the downstairs inn.
Yeah. A little bit.
So, it's just a little bit. So she unfortunately did not get some that night. And as she went to turn in, she found a note on her bed from Penny, along with a package. And that's where we left off.
He did. You know what? I think we will start there. So, Ophelia, you opened the door to the room that you're going to be sleeping in after glancing at the mess that you left on the inn floor.
Listen,
Yeah.
I would like to say that before that I would do my best, even in my current state, to try to clean it up.
Okay. Excellent. You know what? Let's go ahead and say that's you covering your tracks. Roll me a survival.
Boy.
You cleaned it up
Hey!
pretty good. It's gonna be a little bit of a smell there for a while, but hey, it's right next to the ventilation shaft at least.
Mhm.
So, whoever walks into that room is probably gonna smell it, but everyone else should be fine. You're not sleeping in that room at least.
True.
That room at the end of the hall. But yeah, after drunkenly cleaning that up, stumbling back over to the room, you flip open the door. Penny, move Penny just a little bit. She is sort of curled up on the bed, seemingly sleeping. As you turn your head, you would see on your bed is what appears to be a note on top of what appears to be some kind of package.
Should we be on a different map?
Yes, we should. Thank you for reminding me. I was just checking that. So yeah. We're right over here. Yeah. Penny's there, doing a little sleep. There's a package sitting right on your bed. With a little note on top. And I can actually show you all what the top of this note looks like before you open it.
Mhm.
So, here we go.
Aww.
Aww. Is that a whistle?
It
Yes.
is
Yeah.
Adorable.
sort of a folded up
So cute.
piece of paper, kind of like an accordion fold, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so she'll take, I guess, like, kind of just at least move the package and everything to the side for the moment just to sit on the bed. Grab the note, and, is it just this note, or is there, I guess she'll
is-
open the package too.
It is a single note. Would you read first, or would
Of
you?
course.
Okay. So
I
as
do my best to read.
yeah, as you open it up, I will go ahead and reveal what unfolds before you for everyone. As I do, Jen, are you feeling up to the task of reading it, or would you like me to?
I will read it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Handwritten.
Dear Ophelia, even though you think I'm grabby, no, gluttonous, before we got sucked out of the Citadel, I picked up these tailor's tools and medical tools for you. I don't know if you deserve these. No, that's not right. Want them now. All of this adventuring is still new and scary. I've seen and encountered more things since we've been together than I have in my 20 years. I know that I can be considerate and selfish and greedy, but everything I have acquired, taken, I have shared. This is something I've been trying to work on since I was forced, highly encouraged to leave my family and village. When we first met, I was so excited that another girl was going to be part of the group, and I hoped that we could be sisters. I don't have one, but always wanted one, or at least be friends. You may not like me, but I don't understand why you're being such a bitch, wench, so unkind. Your meanness caught me off guard, and you really hurt my feelings. After talking to Porum, he helped me see that the beast caused the tiniest of thoughts to increase tenfold. I don't know if that's the true cause, or if you do hate me. As Pop Pop would say, a monkey dressed in silk is still a monkey, I guess. Enjoy the gifts. And then she crosses the whole letter out, and then at the end,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The-
Penny, Peanut, Posy, Poppy, your garden.
Yep. At the end, a final little section pops open.
Oh.
Aw.
And yeah, the package would be the two little boxes of supplies for you.
Yep.
Um.
Speechless, this is the first.
Listen, I've had no idea. I think she would just, for the moment, not altogether, just like immediate, just sort of like, her head is spinning due to the alcohol, the drugs, and now this letter.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not going to like, she needs to take a quick step outside the door. Like, she's not gonna leave, but she needs to just like be just removed for a moment. And she is trying to compose herself, and she doesn't know if she should wake Penny or not. Because Lord knows she might not be in the best headspace. So after a couple minutes of just kind of taking some breaths, looking over the letter multiple times, like she didn't even take the gifts, she left them on their bed. She's just been reading the letter, just probably not over and over, but like if it's been like, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes, it's probably she's read it through it like 2 or 3 times. And she's going to go back in. Is Penny like bundled well?
Penny is curled up facing the wall. Curled up like under the blankets and everything facing the wall.
Okay, so like she's cozy and secure. Like no.
Pretty much, as far as you can tell, she's cozy, secure, and sleeping.
Oh boy, fantastic. Ophelia's gonna walk over. Oh wow. I was hoping that was gonna center like somewhere, not on the dresser.
You can, while you're moving, if you hold shift before you let go, you can go off grid.
Oh, neat. And she will, against her better judgment, she's going to try to wake Penny up if she is asleep. Is Penny awake?
Yes, Penny is awake. I'm trying really hard to pretend like she's sleeping, but yes, she's awake because she heard someone come in the room.
Can we talk about this?
Are you sure you really want to? Tonight? I don't know if you're 100% yourself yet.
If you want, we can wait. You would actually see just some tears kind of in her eyes.
Penny's gonna sit up on the bed and she's gonna, Ophelia, we can talk about it now if you'd like. I just wanted you to know how I was feeling and that I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry too. And it's almost like kind of just like ugly crying gonna happen because she's just not, all put together.
So Penny's gonna get up and go and give her a hug as best as she can since she's so tiny. But she's probably hugging her legs if she's standing there.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna look up at Ophelia. I'm sorry that I hurt you and that you've been so troubled. And I didn't mean to make it worse. And I know I have things to work on. And I'm really, really trying. But sometimes it's just hard. Can we just be done with this and just be friends again? Or at least civil?
Yes, Penny, we can. And no, I don't hate you. I just... Porum was right. I wasn't myself. And... I should have just apologized more instead of letting you just deal with it. And I know my comments didn't help, and I'm kind of a wreck right now. But I would love to move past this.
Me too. So why don't you go to bed and see how you feel in the morning, and we can talk again tomorrow. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay. And I'm gonna take her hand. I'm gonna take her hand and walk her over to the bed. Get in the bed, Ophelia, and I'm gonna tuck her into bed. And I'm gonna lean over and give her a kiss on the forehead. Say, I'm sorry, Ophelia. Have a good night's sleep. And then I'm gonna turn and walk and climb back in my bed.
Night drug grandma.
Like I said, Ophelia is just probably gonna like pass out. Just...
Like, crying, pass out.
Yep.
Excellent.
And Penny's just gonna lay there listening for her until she knows that she's fallen asleep.
Okay.
So, and then once she knows Ophelia is asleep, she's gonna finally close her eyes and go to sleep.
All right.
Aww.
All is quiet in y'all's room. Which will then bring us back up the top, as the other 4 members of our party are still enjoying their evening, doing a little bit of dragon chess. Einar has just gotten a really good grasp of it, playing with Ina. And when you play dragon chess with somebody, you get a bit of a glance into their psyche, how they think about things. So with the nat 20 Biner got, do you think Biner would have a better grasp of Ina, what type of person they are? Is there anything Biner might have gleaned from playing with him?
Ina very much, while they explained for the board pieces and how they moved to Biner as they learned it, after a few games, Biner would be able to pick up that Ina looks like he's a reactionary player, so he waits for the other person to move. But halfway through the game, it becomes very clear that Ina is more or less corralling Biner into moving where they need them to move to overtake them.
And yeah, sort of recognizing this pattern, Biner is helping you understand the game a lot more, learning how to counter it a little bit as you ask questions and learn. By the time y'all's game is over, you feel like you've got a really good grasp on how to play dragon chess.
You're a good teacher, Ina.
I don't know about that, but I had a great teacher. So. Who's drunk? Downstairs.
Yes.
You think they'll be alright on their own?
I don't know. There seems to be a lot of emotional damage here lately, so I don't know what's going on with those two.
I mean, we don't hear any yelling or breaking of furniture. That's a good
True.
sign.
Yeah.
Well, you know, any of those pretty quick. It could have been one swift move and it's over.
Yeah, but coming this far together and all of us knowing we're just kind of with each other now, I don't think Penny would stab her.
No,
Yeah, I really don't think she...
without reason. Maybe.
Should we go check just to be safe?
I don't think all of us should be going down there.
What if we send Peaches?
And Peaches can take a glance, yes, but
Peaches also might struggle to open doors.
yeah.
Thank you. I was just thinking about that.
It's like you're not gonna get much out of it.
I think we leave them be, like you guys said. We're not hearing anything down there, and if Ophelia put Penny over the edge and it was quick, there's nothing we could have do anyways, I don't think. But I think they'll be fine. I think Penny has her head on her shoulders a little bit more than we give her credit for.
She certainly does.
Well, I think I'm ready for bed.
No probing questions today, Binor.
No, it's been a long day, and I think there's been a lot of probing by each other, I think. And I don't know. I know you've had those pretzels, and that's what Porum said what they're made of. I'm just...
They're fine. They're perfect.
I don't know.
Already.
I know.
Are you feeling alright after having them?
I feel a bit sadder. Like the warmth of the day and the happiness is just kind of gone, but I'm pretty sure that's just a side effect of depression.
Do we need an intervention?
I think it might just be a
No.
side effect from taking
Okay.
being affected by those pretzels.
Me a little worried there.
They're good pretzels. I probably will never be able to have the same effect as I did the first time, though.
That tends to be the case. Are you thinking of heading to bed then? Sleeping it off?
I think so. In a bit. I did really want to try to transcribe something of spells. Probably shouldn't do it up here, though.
Potentially not.
Yeah, if they say that these people here don't understand or don't like magic, writing something might not be the best of things.
Mm. And you, Laura?
Well, if we're all going to bed, I guess I'll go to bed too.
I was thinking of staying up for a little bit longer. And since I think it was decided Biner was sharing a room with Balthazar, he's going to hand over the key to him. Just tell me which room you'll be taking. I'll be down in probably a few moments.
Choose
All
the
right.
middle room or the bottom room.
Well, choose the middle.
All right.
Hopefully these beds fit me.
Oh, oh no.
Just do what Havoc did and push the both of them together.
They're sharing a room!
There's the floor. It's cozy.
Porum's small. If anything, they can share. Ina and Porum can share a bed.
All right. In that case,
Right.
I'll
Head
start moving you down, Biner. You'll be the first to go. And walking down the hall, and you get to the end, turn around over this corner.
Mind the
Mhm.
vomit.
Yeah,
We don't know about the vomit. What do you mean?
open that door. Yeah, the vomit got cleaned. Whoever goes into the bottom floor is going to smell it, but Biner's going to the middle room. As
God.
you open the door, Biner, those are some small beds.
Oh boy. He's gonna, I think, try to drag the table that's in there to the end of the bed, and then put his feet up on that part of it and his head at the pillow spot.
I love it. Just a couple of
Take his
thumps.
hat off himself again.
Hell yeah. Alright. Balthazar's staying up. Would Aina and Porum then start heading down?
If Balthazar stays up, I think Porum will keep him some company for a little while longer.
I know we'll head down.
Right.
Yeah.
Give that button a click for me. There you go.
Oh yeah, dark as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's real dark.
Which way am I going, Derek?
Are you not able to see anything?
I can see the lights and like a little bit, but like, am I going straight?
Oh no.
Down the hall.
You could, you know, you do see some bathrooms in front of you, so if you want to go to the bathrooms, you could. But,
Okay, that's the bathroom. So
you see the
that's
vent over there. It's probably... Oh, yeah. There's a smell over here.
He's gonna click his fingers and press digitation. This smells like,
Yep.
this room?
This room indeed. There does appear to be a
There's one
mattress
bed.
missing
There.
on one of the beds.
Ina's just kind of just be like, look around, like, where? Oh, just hold on.
As you start heading back, you are going to bump into somebody. It's making their way around rather quickly. It's the guy who brought the bath and some more alcohol, and he is carrying a mattress over his shoulder. Just said, had to clean this a little bit. Was well, you don't want to. Are you in the room down to the left?
Yeah.
Sorry. You want me to get this set up for you real quick? Arik's a little overworked.
Please.
No worries. Yeah, he'll go and he'll set that up, make sure the sheets are all good and all that stuff. Get everything prepared. A few pats. Hope y'all have a nice night. And I think the ladies fell asleep with the tub in their room, but if you need a bath made for you or anything, I'm sure we can get that done in the morning.
Of course, I'll let my roommate know.
Sounds good. Then he will head out, leaving you once again alone. Do you have any evening things that you wish to do?
I'm taking the clean mattress, not the one that was just cleaned.
That one does
yeah,
look pretty clean.
I'll take the cleanest one and just re-clean it pretty much. But I think I'm gonna start untranscribing Misty Step
All right.
from the extra Sherwin spellbook.
Very nice. Let me just double check what the deets on that are. I think you should have pretty much whatever you need to do it, but let's see. Copying a spell. So second level spell. It'll take 4 hours and would cost you 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll do 2 hours for right now.
Alright. You'll make some progress getting the scribbles down. To get the special ink that you need for it, you would need to buy that from somewhere, but I will say you can at least get some of the time requirement out and just trace over it when you're done, basically. So yeah, you spend a good 2 hours figuring some of that stuff out. Leave the doors open to these two places just so our buds can join you when they're done. But yeah, upstairs, the two of you, you would notice two ladies do seem to have finished their game somewhat, and the mother does pull out a harp and is just sort of softly playing as the daughter, gives her a little squeeze on the shoulder, and she seems to be calling it a night.
Okay. As Aina was probably leaving, and as Porum offered to stay with Balthazar, he'd just give Porum a smile and shake his head. You don't need to. I was just going to step outside for a moment.
I don't mind. I'm not feeling too tired at the moment. Have some things on my mind. But if you need to step out, that's fine. I can wait here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you do what you need to do.
I'm just going out for a smoke, is all.
That sounds good. I'll probably maybe get another drink, or maybe I'll just sit by the fire and enjoy the warmth for a little bit.
I will tilt his head a little bit, but will nod and pat Porum on the shoulder and take. Is there an awning over the door?
Yeah,
Or by
there's
the
an
building?
awning that's pretty much right over the entirety of the front, which is why when Ophelia and Dolly were having their conversation, they weren't getting rained on, because it is raining rumbles of thunder up above.
Okay. Balthazar's just gonna sit up here, take out his pipe from his bag, and just take a long drag from it. It's been a day.
Has been a day. As the rain pours around you, the very few lights that color the buildings of Little Barovia slowly starting to go out for the night.
Just because he has it, and just because they're probably behind the building, so he won't see it, but it's the last bit of the day, and as he's smoking, he's just gonna let his eyes go silver, and just take a glance around, just leaning back against the wall, smoking.
Awareness, magically detect undead, location
If
items.
they're
Is it
fully obscured,
behind?
you can set them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do see some undead presences shifting like a silver light through some of the dark buildings surrounding you, moving in the darkness between boarded up windows. But you have a chance to really soak things in. Something that you've kind of noticed before, but you've been too focused on moving and on more immediate threats as of now, but it is as if the land itself is dead.
Mm-hmm.
The earth beneath your feet. The entirety of this place and everywhere you look, on some small level, has that feeling.
as he finishes up his smoke. He's been trying occasionally throughout the day, especially during that fight, but he's gonna try and reach out to his goddess. See if what he felt was really the connection or whether that was the panic of combat.
Yeah, you can roll a religion.
Okay. 16.
What are you saying with this prayer?
It is less saying anything and more just like grabbing at his holy symbol, closing his eyes, and just giving a ping of, "Are you here? And are you with me?"
Right.
Just looking for
It's-
assurance, essentially.
Yeah. You do feel something, but it is much fainter than what you felt before. Similar to how you felt the last time. Connection is weaker in this place, but with a 16 religion, I will tell you something that you've been told growing up, studying as a cleric. The gods, when they choose someone to be a cleric of their faith, they give them a spark of their divinity, like a seed. Essentially, you have a piece of her, as do all clerics, and Forum has a piece of Lathander, and you can nurture that and have it grow its own right. But just because you have that seed doesn't always mean that you can communicate through it. Essentially means you have a part of your goddess with you, but it is wholly its own. And this feeling of weakness in your connection with her feels as if spending too much time in this place, that connection may sever at some point. It won't take what you have from you or keep it from growing, but it does mean that reaching out, hearing her words or her guidance may become harder.
Okay. He's just gonna take another pinch from his stash and smoke through that before he goes back inside.
While Balthazar was smoking, Forum, what were you getting up to?
Porum was going to check out the lovely lyre music that was being played.
Yeah. He gives you a small smile as you approach. Hope you've been enjoying the inn, she'd say. She plays. Softly as to not wake anyone downstairs, of course. But it's soothing, almost as if a lullaby.
Porum would smile back at her and just say, I mean, it's better than anything that's out there, right?
She, her mood gets a little sad for a moment. Yes, suppose certainly is. It's a shame, but we all must do. We must, and at the very least, I can provide respite to a small few.
It's good work that you're doing. I mean, I'm pretty sure me and all my friends are appreciative of having a place like this and a place like this. If that makes any sense.
Certainly, you seem to be some sort of travelers. I know how dangerous the road can be. I used to be a bit of a nomad before settling down here. What a place to settle down, you'd say, with a small shake of her head. Things are always exciting, at the very least.
Well, what made you settle down here and not continue your nomadic life?
She, let out a small breath, and it's just like, well, there are a lot of factors, I suppose, but one of them was the fact that I had a daughter. The fact that this town wasn't always, well, like this. It used to be certainly not a perfect place, but nicer. Used to be people who lived in all of these houses, after all. It's a lovely community at one point.
How long ago would you say that things started to change?
A few months ago, 3 or 4. I mean, bad things happened before that. They always do in Barovia, but that was when the sound of the blood tax rang, and it was our village's turn. There's already a bit of a sickness just going around, making people anemic. They lost much more blood. They probably would have died one way or the other. Burgmaster didn't want to choose someone to sacrifice a loved one. Well, Strahd makes that choice for you. You don't do it, so here we are.
Yeah, I've heard about this blood tax and even seen it with my own eyes. It's pretty gnarly stuff.
Yes.
Well, why don't you just leave?
Well, a couple of reasons, I suppose. One, the roads aren't much safer. 2, as miserable as this place is, mine is the nicest place amongst it. If I go, who will watch after my former neighbors? They'll continue to become more and more zealous, I guess, following the likes of that inquisitor that's been going around. I don't want to just leave them to that fate.
It's very selfless of you.
Thank you. Wish I could say that that selflessness has been paying off.
I've heard a lot about this Inquisitor. Is there anything else you can tell me besides, the usual stuff I've heard about, he and trying to stand up to Strahd and the likes of that? Is there any other information that you might know about him?
Try to stay away from that group as much as I can. Most of his people aren't the biggest fans of Vistani. But what I do know is apparently he went on some sort of pilgrimage. He used to be a student of Donovich up at the church. Apparently he wasn't always like this, but whatever he encountered in Kresk sort of put some kind of fire in him, I guess you could say. It does throw rallies off where the school used to be before it fell apart every once in a while. If you want to get a better feel for the type of man he is, you could go and watch one of those, but I wouldn't recommend it personally.
And that's another thing I want to ask you as well is, are there any other Vistani in the village? Or is it just you two?
Most of us are a nomadic people, so it's rather unusual that I decided to settle down. But like I said, it seemed that this village needed a place like this. So you may find some more of us on the road if y'all continue traveling up it. Would be wary. There is another somewhat permanent settlement up in Vallaki, but they've been seeming to have lost their way from what I've been told from some of my old family last time they traveled through.
Lost their way?
Yes, resorting to things like banditry and things like that on occasion.
I see.
It's very sad. It gives a lot of people a wrong idea on who we are and what we're about. She lets out a sigh, the sigh of someone who's very, very tired. As her song starts coming to a close. I should maybe start helping Arik clean up the shop for tonight. I should also mention, I feel bad, I lost track of time. Your other friends have already gone to their bed, but you may hear some noises in the night. My husband is sick. He gets these night terrors. I try to play for him to soothe him, but I hope it won't keep any of you up.
No, I wouldn't worry about that. Most of us can be pretty heavy sleepers at times, but I'm sorry to hear about your husband. Has he always had these night terrors, or is this something that happened recently as well?
Symptom of that thickness that swept through the village. Most part, people are, well, it's not spreading quite as fast because, to put it simply, there aren't enough living people to spread it. Somehow, he ended up with it. It's been really giving him some help. Say softly.
Well, I know this might sound weird, seeing that I'm a stranger and all, but if you need any help with anything, just let us know, okay? We'll be more than happy to help.
I appreciate it, but honestly, I don't know where I'd start. So many things wrong at the moment. Talking has been nice, though. And I think one of your friends mentioned that you might have a doctor with you. Maybe taking a look at him might help.
Yeah, when she wakes up in the morning, I'll let her know that you've been looking for a doctor. I'm sure she'll be excited at the opportunity.
Hopefully she won't be too hungover. Let's say with a soft smile. She lets her harp down. It's gonna go and start help picking up some of the plates. Giving Mark a small nod. No, it's not too much to work with down there, but do let me know if there's anything that we can get you or your friends tonight to make your stay a little more welcoming.
Thank you.
Of course. Gonna softly walk over and help out Arik and Erwin with cleaning this place up a bit. Which brings us to Balthazar as you're walking back in from your smoke.
He's just gonna head over to Porum. And tap his shoulder to get his attention. You ready to go to bed?
Welcome back, Balthazar. To have a nice smoke?
I wouldn't say nice, but a moment's calm, considering everything else. Really.
Better than nothing, right?
It's a respite. For however long you might have it. Are you alright on your own? Or, well, and he glances over his shoulder to where, the inn people are cleaning up. Well, did you have a nice conversation?
Yeah, I learned some more information about this Inquisitor dude. Apparently he likes to give speeches and rallies where the old school used to be. So, if we want to learn anything else about him, it was suggested that we go to one of these rallies and just listen in. Although the context of the rallies might be a little egregious.
That might be something for it. Like, it's an option we can discuss with the rest of the group, that's for
Mhm.
certain.
And then I also learned that there's a semi-permanent settlement. Where did I write down? Balake. That I was forewarned about. Apparently, a lot of banditry, thieving. So if we head up that way anytime, just gotta be extra careful.
It's another thing to be careful of if we head up in that direction. I'm fairly certain Dahlia mentioned something about werewolves towards that village.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's watching Porum's expression carefully.
Or I'm just, or at the mention of werewolf, just kind of shrinks down inside himself a little bit, but tries not to make Balthazar too worried about himself. If that makes sense.
Yeah, Balthazar hasn't like taken his hand off of Porum's shoulder and give it a squeeze. Come on, let's start heading down.
Or would nod and follow.
As they're going down, Balthazar is going to ask in Celestial to Porum, how have you been doing these past few days? I know it's been rough for most of the group, but I think with that last fight especially, considering how many of us had a bit of, he searches for the words for it, shit time, let's say. Are you alright?
I'm taking it day by day. Some days are better, some days are not as good. But despite all the bullshit that happened today, it was pretty decent in the most part. But how are you doing? And correct me if I'm wrong because I don't remember off the top of my head. Did Biner show us all the pictures of that he took from the from Mary's house?
I don't think
I think he discussed them. I don't think y'all dug through them yet, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't
didn't share.
shown what he took.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, okay. So Porum wouldn't mention anything about that then. But I think it's taken a toll on all of us. Definitely. I just hope that Ophelia and Penny can work it out.
Hopefully. Hopefully without our intervention, but I think, considering the level-headedness she's shown recently, I think Penny might be able to handle it herself. Ophelia...
That's the one I'm worried about at the moment. The last time I talked to Penny, I was able to reason with her a little bit more and explain, that it wasn't entirely Ophelia's fault and line of thinking. And she seemed to be receptive to that, but Ophelia just was stoking the fire.
He really was. I think... hopefully that doesn't cause too much issue between them.
I guess we'll just have to see in the morning, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, hopefully yes.
Ah,
Try. There you go.
there you go. These damn stairs.
Yeah, you would turn Balthazar and you would see Biner on this too tiny bed with a big wooden table for his feet to hang up on.
Oh. He gives a sympathetic little wince. Before Porum passes, though, Balthazar's gonna grab him by the forearm before he leaves. I wanted to know, how is your connection with Lathander at the moment?
I don't know. Let me try. Orm's going to try and see if he can talk to Lathander.
Roll me a religion if you would.
Legit.
You can do it, I believe. Oh no!
What would you say, Porum, as you're reaching out for Lathander?
Guy Daddy, are you there? I'm kidding. Or would just say, is anyone there at the moment?
And you're a little bit new to this forum, so you're not sure if you not being able to connect is your fault or if it's because something else is going on. You aren't getting too much back.
Orm just kind of scrunches his face. I'm not really getting anything, but that could just be a me thing. I'm still kind of new to all this, so maybe I did something wrong.
I think you did, but sorry for putting that on you. I realized earlier in the day my connection to my lady has gotten weaker since we've entered here.
Orm looks a little concerned at that statement. That's troubling.
Perhaps. Or it might just be, considering we went through a different plane of existence, I don't think. Perhaps it is how far away we are from the material plane that weakens the connection, but I just... He sort of pauses and shakes his head. Never mind. I'll let you go to sleep. Good night.
Well, good night, Balthazar, but I'll definitely keep a lookout for anything weird in regard to that nature.
He'll give Porum a smile and a nod. Thank you.
Again in the morning. And of course, as you pass through there, just an awful smell.
Orm's going to produce some roses and put it next to his nose so he doesn't have to smell it. Very, very Victorian style.
I love it.
If only you had a plague doctor mask.
Then you'd be good. And Zina's still up doing their 2 hours of reading. I imagine they'd be.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the precipitation on the vomit, there would be no smell left.
I think it only lasts for a short while of precipitation.
I mean, it's clean.
Double check. Oh, I guess, yeah, if it cleans it, then yeah, you're right. You're good. So I knew that it could make a smell, I think. Which is why I thought you were doing, making a new odor, doing some Febreze. But no, yeah, clean, it's good.
I'm just cleaning it. Febreze waft.
Oh, yes.
drive-by breeze in the whole hallway.
Oh, yes. But yeah. Step in. Ina's still there reading. If you want to have any private convos, just the two of yous before bed.
Was the upstairs?
It was fine. I mean, it was pretty quiet. I was gonna say dead, but that seems a little insensitive.
Or two on the nose.
Yeah, it was definitely quiet. Mostly everyone had gone to bed. Balthazar went out and had a smoke. I was able to talk to the Baroness, patroness, the owner of the place. You know what I'm talking about, the lady we saw in the corner. Got some new info about the Inquisitor, where we could find him. But yeah, it was a decent time. How's your transcription going?
It's gonna take me quite a while, but I'm only doing some of it right now. Got a head start.
How much longer did... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, this Inquisitor, is it the current one or the one that was taken by he who must not be named?
No, this is the current one, I believe. The one that's currently in the village, because I was told that he gives rallies and talks and speeches. And from the old schoolhouse. So if we want to see what he's about, we can go to one of his rallies, but I was told that we might not like what we hear.
Make sure that's safe with your legs and all.
Well, with, our disguises, it should be fine. As long as we stick to the back, I'm pretty sure no one would notice us anyway.
Yes, no one will notice. Three very short people and a very tall, awkward cowboy.
I mean...
Sleeping.
And a blue girl.
Say, I'm not that tall anymore, didn't I shrink down?
You appear to be shorter, but yeah, you are actually still. It's like a weird thing where if somebody would like motion their hand above where your hat appears to be, they would like smack you on the forehead.
Right, but when someone looks at me,
Yeah.
I would look like a normal human size.
That's exactly why I said awkwardly tall, because it looks weird to Ina's eyes.
Gotcha.
We could just say we're part of the circus. And we're rolling through town.
I don't think that would go any better, honestly.
I don't know. But apparently, the current Inquisitor wasn't always like this. I guess he went through some pilgrimage and came back completely changed. Oh, and remind me in the morning to fetch Ophelia for our patron. Remember, Biner was saying that they were looking for a doctor, and she asked me about it as well, and so I told her I'd get Ophelia.
You better be greeting her with a strong cup of coffee or something.
I mean, a bucket of water should do, right?
Don't start fights you can't handle.
I'll make it seem like the ocean breeze, like she's back at home. And splash. The whole new world.
You know she probably knows how to detach her wings without even looking, right?
I'm making a joke here, Ina. Don't be a buzzkill.
I see your attempt at a joke, yes.
Oh.
Why? Could you do any better? Porum just looks a little embarrassed.
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
I'll hold you to it then.
That just goes back to transcribing.
It stops transcribing, begins writing jokes.
How many fairies does it take?
Not those kind of jokes.
Don't try to stay up too late, okay, Ina?
That's why I wear makeup. You'll never see the bags under my eyes if they're all covered.
Hmm. Yeah. In that case, Forum, do you have any evening rituals? I know it doesn't look like a soft, cozy bed, but it is. It's been prepared specifically for you. Any evening rituals or anything before you go to sleep? 'Cause this is the first actual bed, and quite a while.
Porum's just going to press the digitation himself, like clean his face a little bit, do some, late night skin regimen. And then he's gonna offer some prayers to Lathander. And then go to bed. Very simple.
Hell yeah.
He will make some flowers in the room though, just,
Spruce it
make
up.
a little more cozy for him. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a sort of a basement level, so there's no real windows or anything. But, excellent. That'll bring us back up to Balthazar and Biner's room, actually. When Balthazar entered, would Biner still have been awake? I imagine it would be a little uncomfortable.
I mean, he'd probably be tossing and turning a little bit.
If the two of you want to talk about anything before bed, I want to make sure I give you all that option.
Okay. Seeing Biner toss and turn, and does he look like he's still awake, or does he look like he's half asleep?
He'd probably be like half asleep.
Balthazar kind of sighs, and we'll walk over and touch Biner's shoulder. Biner, would it be more comfortable if both beds were, if you were using both beds?
No, I'll be fine. I've been in worse situations. When heck, we've slept on floors for a while, so I'll get comfortable somehow.
Are you sure? You went downstairs far earlier than I or Forum did. Seems like you've been up for quite a bit.
I'm sure. I don't want to put you out. And said I'll manage.
Biner, you're not putting me out. I will be honest, an actual bed is it is a prospect I am not looking forward to. I've been without creature comforts for a couple of years. I'll be more than fine without it.
That's why you should have one. I mean, if you've been without for a while, it would be a nice comfort for a change. And so far, what we've seen in these lands, I don't think there's going to be much comfort in these lands.
I think I would rather you be in comfort. It really won't be me sleeping on the floor. I have a bedroll.
Just
Quite a few linens besides.
Alright. So he'll get up and start pushing the beds together.
Yeah, Balthazar will help. Before setting up for just a little bit of a nook here.
Excellent.
It's something more akin to like a futon. Like Japanese, Chinese style futon than actual bed.
Hmm. It is cozy. Your feet do still hang off just a little bit, but at the very least, you know, both your shoulders are taken care of, and you can snuggle your head good. Don't have to worry about your ears flopping off the sides.
Hey, thank you. Coming again. You didn't have to.
I am aware of that, Biner, but I figured you might need it more. Or you might enjoy it more. Whichever. You don't have to thank me for it.
Like I said, I've been in worse sleeping positions before, so. But again, thank you.
I've been in worse myself. It's really not that much of a bother.
Do you have any idea what we're going to do tomorrow?
I'm not entirely sure. I'd like to try and find, or at least start trying to find Gertruda. I'll have to prepare the necessary spells for it, but I think I'd at least... I don't know whether she'll be safe or not, but I'd at least like to try and find her. For the girl's sake, and for her mother's, if nothing else.
Well, if it allows us out of town, I guess I'd be for it. I mean, I like my new hat, but trying to do this accent all the time in front of these people to make them think I'm a cowboy is going to get tiresome.
You know you don't have to use the accent, right? Just because you look like that.
Well, I figured it would just fit better and I would fit in more.
Whatever you think would be best for your own disguise, Biner. And Balthazar's gonna reach over and pat Biner's whatever he can reach, probably calf. Just a gentle pat. We should probably look over those sketches as well. It seemed as though she saw quite a bit into the mist.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff we need to look into, I think, on these sketches. Some of these very intriguing. Like some of them.
Balthazar kind of looks towards the wall, kind of sort of lost in thought. Intriguing, yes.
We could do that tomorrow at breakfast or something. I think we should really get some sleep tonight. I think tomorrow's going to be a very long day.
More than likely. Do you mind if I light a few...
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Do you mind if I light a few incense?
Oh, go right ahead.
And as part of his preparation, Derek, there's just going to, despite knowing how weak the connection is, he's still going to do a nightly prayer, light a few incense, and like set them up in a little jar that's just small enough to fit two of the incense sticks, and just leave them up, probably in the corner next to his head.
Yeah. Just do your nightly prayer. At the very least, send the words out. Hopefully she hears them. After that, it'd be time for the two of y'all to head off to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, Ina. So you feel your eyes sort of get a little droopy after spending 2 hours transcribing. Orem is sound asleep now. Do you have anything that you would do? Any rituals or anything like that before you end up calling it a night?
Ina, probably saying that Porum's asleep, would just call up Block Shadow and just spend a while just staring at it.
There's back.
As if it could like decipher the world and just make silent observations to himself. We're
Yeah.
probably falling asleep.
Eventually, your eyes slip close. You doze off. As you doze off, this is when we're going to take our 10-minute break. So we'll come back around the 42-minute mark. So I'll see y'all then.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Weird Ventures. My name is Derek. We're going through Curse of Strahd, and our party has just gone to sleep for the night. And you might see that I've made them make a couple of rolls. We're not going to worry about that too much. But everybody is snoozing softly. In fact, I need to turn off the light in that room. So everybody is dozing off to the land of dreams. And as everybody is dozing off, the land of dreams, we'll start with Biner. Biner, I could happily take this over, but if you'd like to describe the start of a dream that Biner might be having. It's fun to collaborate on these things. It really, the bizarre nature of dreams when you've got two people working together on it, it can be fun. So if you'd like to start us off with the dream, you can. If not, I'll simply take us from there.
So his dream is in a castle, high up in the mountains. He's basically on a balcony overlooking basically the kingdom below. It's probably evening. Probably got with him some books and papers, and he's just kind of in his dream. He's just kind of mumbling to himself as he's kind of looking through the sheets and not paying too much attention to anything else around him, or then the dream doesn't know there's anything else around him, kind of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're looking at these pages, poring over these notes, glancing down at this kingdom. And every once in a while, your neck starts itching a little bit. You scratch it once, twice, trying to focus on the star maps that you've got. But it never really goes away. In fact, it gets worse. For the course of this dream, just keep scratching, or fingers turning into claws, blood leaking from between them. So you just, no matter what you do, it doesn't seem to go away. Feel this warmth pooling from your fingers, and slowly it feels like the entirety of your body is on fire, as if there's something just beneath the skin that needs to get out. You spend your night tossing and turning as this dream that started off as something so pleasant transforms into something quite awful for you. But sadly, Balthazar is sleeping a little too soundly to notice, to help you get out. You're stuck in that dream until morning. But that will bring us up to Ophelia. So Ophelia, you feel yourself drifting to the blackness of your own eyelids. Void expanding out before you. So Ophelia, think on anything in particular.
Yeah, just sort of while drifting, she would think of what she saw when she looked back into the mists of this shadowy figure, until she could see it just sort of like in front of her when she would reach out.
As you do slowly find that blackness of your mind fading to gray. And as it does, begins taking form of the mist itself, as if you were back there. And once more, this figure you saw only briefly, watching you as you left the mist behind, as the gates swung shut. Y'all entered this new place. It looks at you, or does as much as something without a face really can look at you. Its body seemingly made of tendrils that shift between being made of mist themselves, twisting black roots with beads of amber.
Hello?
It stares.
Who are you?
I am the mist.
What do you mean by that?
Silence.
Why does the mist have a form?
Why do you have a form? Do you have a form? As you look down,
Yeah.
your body is fading into a blue mist.
She starts panicking. Stop it! What are you doing to me?
I was hoping to help you understand.
Understand what?
You asked why I had a form. It's unpleasant not having a form, isn't it?
Yes, that's terrifying. Are you responsible for the visions we saw?
Yes. And no. I was merely a vessel others use.
Who else uses you?
There are many beings who do.
Is one of them Strahd?
One could say that.
Are you only in the mist? That's so stupid of me to say. Do you exist throughout all of Barovia?
Yes. And no. May I ask a question now?
Of course. It seems only fair.
Are you a doctor?
Yes, I am a doctor.
What does a doctor do?
A doctor helps people who are sick or who are injured, helps them recover or prescribe medication or treatments to them.
Curious.
Are you sick? I don't even know if a being like you could be sick, but
No. But the bodies you left within me were. Something had been done to them, pervading their mind. They are with me now.
you're talking about Sharwin and Silverane.
Yes. I thought it was curious you left them with me.
But we... What were you expecting? We buried them and burned them.
Yes. There's so much knowledge within them of what has been done to them, how it could be stopped. I was curious when Zudin took an interest in you. But I'm disappointed.
What do you know about Zudin?
Fortunately, that is not for me to tell.
Why?
And you would simply watch as that gate, that portal that makes the center of his face, slowly shuts closed. And like the blinking of an eye, or the shutting of a massive maw, teeth, blackness closes in much too quickly on the fog before you. And your eyes flash open as you're in your room, a bit of a cold sweat on your body.
She's just breathing heavily. Probably just like kind of wipes her forehead to, just make sure that she feels all right. She's probably like actually like, you know what I mean? Like kind of like feeling her arms and her body just to be like, I'm not turning into mist.
Yep. You're there. You're pretty sure. You think?
Thanks. As like she's looking around the room, like nothing is out of place or anything, correct?
No. Everything seems to be where it should be. You think?
If she can without potentially waking Penny, she'll try to just get up and just open the door.
Yeah.
Just to see that it's still a hallway and
Yep.
step into it.
Well, Penny did roll nat one, so we're gonna say Penny's snoozing perfectly softly. As you open the door, As you open the door, however, you do knock something over. You're sort of tink on the ground. As if something was prepped right up against it.
Can I see what it was?
You glance around in the dark a little bit, because I would also mention these lights would be off by this point. You feel around for a little bit, if it's safe to say that you do that.
Yeah.
Alright. And after a little bit, you do feel something soft, round, cylindrical. Something rattling inside of it a little bit.
I would pick it up and try to observe it.
Pick it up. And what you would find is an empty roll of toilet paper with a health potion inside. And a little note that says, "Big thanks. HS." HS.
Damn near gave myself a heart attack. She'll take, I guess, both of them back into the room, and walk over back to the desk and place the health potion on it.
Okay.
And the toilet paper, but
Yeah. Roll me a perception, by the way.
just at normal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Very good. Everything's fine.
okay. That's good.
Yeah.
She turned back around, closed the door. I know time is like different, but like how many hours has it been since they've gone to sleep?
You all went to bed a little on the late side, so this is probably happening around 5 hours into your long rest.
Okay.
She gonna try to go back to sleep?
She's gonna look over Penny's letter again. That she's more clear-headed. And, yeah. She'll, cover herself under the blankets and go back to sleep.
That'll bring us then to Ina. So you're sleeping. You do hear very, very softly the sound of a harp playing. The same lullaby that maybe you had heard earlier, just above you. But just a bit further off. You don't have to get out of bed if you don't want. You don't have to do anything if you don't want. But you do hear it as you rustle from your sleep just a little bit.
Just hearing the harp, that's it.
Yes. You don't have to do anything with this information if you don't like. But it is something you would pick up on.
Honestly, Ina would probably just roll over, complain a little bit that it's just fucking loud, and just kind of try to smother himself with the pillow.
Excellent. At any point, do you think that Ina's eyes would have opened?
Yes.
Excellent. The moment they do, you see a very tall, shadowy figure at the foot of your bed. leaning over you. Or actually, not leaning over you, sorry. It's leaning over Porum.
Oh. Not wanting to alert that they saw it, they're just going to very, sleepily just kind of throw their hand out and just give them the good old mind sliver.
Excellent. You cast that. You reach out for a mind to touch. But there's no mind there. You blink again. It's probably just a trick of the light. There's nothing there now. It's sure it's shadowy and dark. You don't have the best dark vision. It's probably nothing.
My shadow's still attached to me. Like, that's good. That's there.
Yep. It's kind of, well, it's a little hard to tell. The light's off if your shadow's still attached to you.
Let that rest. They would use their prestidigitation to, because there was a candle in this corner, right?
Yes, there was. You can turn that back on real quick.
Yeah, they would relight it.
Back on. There's a little flicker of a candle, and your shadow does seem to be there. Block feels like he's there. Or Block shadow feels like it's there. Or you can wake up from this with your 10 if you like. The little light turning on in your room.
Yeah, Porum would wake up from the light pollution and just turn over to Aina and just be like, "Are you still up, Aina?"
There's nothing like looming over Porum anymore.
Nope.
I thought I saw something.
Thought you saw what?
Something was leaning over your bed, but I couldn't. I tried to just quickly mind sliver it, give it a little shake if it was there. That nothing reacted. There was no mind. No. I think I looked at the words too much.
Porum's just quiet. Doesn't really know how to take in this information that something was apparently looming over him, but also is too tired to think about it even more.
Back to bed, but leave the light on. Just in case.
Okay, and Porum throws a pillow over his face to block out the light.
Alright.
It's just gonna roll back over.
Back to sleepy sleeps. With you two. Okay. Well, it is at this point that y'all all go ahead and look at your character sheets. And you can find where it says L rest under your hit dice. Click that long rest button.
What?
Oh yeah.
I have my 2 spell slots back.
Love to see it.
Hit points.
Yes.
Lord.
And it's around this point, as what feels like it must be morning. Again, you're underground again. Must be coming around. My question would be, do you think anyone in the party would be waking up early? Excellent. I'll take that as a
I was gonna say, since he didn't sleep well, I knew he probably would wake up early.
Alright. Biner, you're the first to wake up. It's that horrible nightmare finally comes to an end. You wake up. Heavy breaths coming from your trunk. You look at your body, you're not covered in fur, not transforming into a werewolf, but damn, could use a steak right now.
Oh no.
Alright. Well, he'll see if Balthazar is still asleep, so he'll try to, as best as possible, quietly leave the room and head upstairs, see if there's anything good to eat.
Absolutely. Yeah, as you head out, it is still pretty early in the morning. You would walk out just around at the right time. See Auric leaving. As he turns, it says, "It's mighty early, cowboy. Is everything all right with the room?"
Oh, why, yes, sir. The, room was fine. Just a little hungry.
I
Got
will
any,
get on making
good,
breakfast right away. Any recommendations?
got, doubt you have any steak. About some sausages or bacon?
I could definitely cook us some sausage with bacon, my good friend. Come, let us get upstairs so our talking not wake those who'd like to sleep in. Look as though perhaps you had a restless night yourself.
Yeah. Beds were fine, but a little lumpy for me.
My apologies. I'll see if there's anything that can be done. Talk to the owners. And, two of you will head upstairs, and yeah, there's once again, no sunlight to greet you, just the light of the moon pouring in through the windows. Actually, Sorvia wouldn't be there. First person awake would be Mirabelle, who's already getting things set up. Please make yourself comfortable. It will be ready shortly. And comfy you shall get. Alright. Next up. Oh! Ina and Porum. Y'all are the next to start rousing from your slumber.
I know, waking up and just being upset that the waking up's gonna throw a pillow at Porum to wake them up as well. And just kind of straighten their clothes and shuffle out of the room.
Porum, you get a fucking pillow to your face.
Porum would just let out a groan and just be like, "Hi,
Wait,
Foreman."
one second, Ina. Excellent. Well, you're groaning, Porum. Ina, when you get to this point here, you do hear something. You do hear a little psst. Somebody walking over there.
No mysterious door over there. No one is walking in here.
Damn, I could have sworn there was.
God.
Lana's gonna shuffle over. Can I
Hey,
help you?
yeah. If you have any, like, leftovers from upstairs, I'll give you something if you bring some down here for me.
Why can't you leave the bathroom?
Quiet for a few moments. It was just like, so listen, I've got like knickknacks, but I don't have money to pay for a room. It's like zombies out there.
I'm just gonna kick 2 gold pieces under the door and just walk upstairs.
Yeah. And upstairs you go. The Biner sitting at the table. The sound of some sizzling going on. Is Biner doing anything in particular after having a time last night?
He would probably be looking at the sketches again. But hearing someone come up from downstairs, he would probably take a certain one and put it away, we'll say.
Ah, I see. Roll me a D100 whenever you'd like, by the way, as you're looking through those. So yes, you see Biner quickly hiding the sketch. Perfect.
Looking at nudes in public isn't really good for your image.
Hey, as
Damn.
cowboys out on the range, don't get to see much.
Okay.
Thank God.
Oh, Lord. There would be a sketch on the table that appears to be, funnily enough, to fit in with what's going on, a little risque.
Oh my.
There's
Oh my
a
God.
woman in a rather elaborate, expensive-looking bathtub. It's one of those ones that has, like, the little feet on the end, you know, that lifts it up. She has... The only thing she's wearing is this mask that looks to be mimicking the shape of a skull. Long, or not very long actually, short, dark hair, sort of leaning her head on the back of the tub, and there are 2 dark pinpricks on her neck.
Anna's gonna peek over his shoulder as he like settles on one. Oh, you are looking at nudes.
Well, like I said, don't get to see much on the range. But this is, he kind of points to the bite marks. I think this is more than what meets the eyes. A little concerning that a girl drew this, but young girl.
The concerning because she's a girl or because she's young?
A young girl. Not because she's a girl. But she's...
I mean, it's really well done, right? Like,
Oh yeah, she's a pretty good artist.
really nicely done. Like, look, Ina's just gonna like.
Look at
toss
those
a couple
big
strokes.
tracts of land.
I'm just gonna just kind of like look, kind of reach out and just kind of point to like the strokes of like the bathtub. And it's like, yeah, it takes a very sure hand. Where did you get these?
These were from the Mary's daughter's room. Her daughter drew these, and she appears to be blind. So where she would have seen this or what is what's intriguing about all these drawings, and that's why I kind of collected some so that they have a meaning. And I'm really curious about this one, and he'll kind of shuffle through and show the one with the other Loxodons kind of heading to the temple.
Yeah, the parade of elephants.
Yeah.
Seems
Like,
very
why would we draw this if these types of people don't exist in these lands? And they look awful familiar.
Can I see the pile?
Yeah, of course. And so he'll kind of shuffle the pile over to Ina.
Ina's just gonna do a quick thumb through to see if anything seems vaguely familiar to them.
Yeah, there is one that is familiar to you. Give me just a moment. There we go. And you see another one that has a little writing under it that just says, "He seems like me," question mark. As you would see what appears to be a man with very large horns and these raggedy, soaked clothes emerging from a pool with these tendrils rising from it, and it's almost like a gradient. He draws him a couple more times as he pulls himself up from the banks, stumbles towards a mountain, slowly shifting into a goat that looks very familiar.
You said she's blind.
So he'll look around to see if anybody's close to them.
Nah, they're pretty focused on their work.
All right, so he'll kind of lean. Well, since Ina's kind of looking over, is Ina still looking over his shoulder? Or she's
Yeah, he sat on the bench behind Biner, so all Biner has to do is turn her in their chair, pretty much.
all right. So he'll turn his chair towards Ina, and he'll kind of lean in and into him and just kind of say, she appears, as we know, to be a tiefling, but her horns grow out of her eyes, and so she doesn't appear to have any eyes, which would lead us to believe she's blind, and she's never left the house until now. And so where she would have seen these people or these images other than in her sleep or in her visions? And why is she seeing these? This is almost as fascinating as a star map.
These obviously mean something in some way, because this... And I'm just gonna point to the goat. The goat who I ran into the mist, he talks. I didn't even really connect. Well, I figured he was turned into something eventually. But he was a man at one point. And then he's gonna point back to the elephant one that you pointed out. Like, that one's familiar to you.
Yeah, I mean, they would look like they're, obviously they're Loxodons, so either part of my tribe or one of the other tribes that disappeared. And why would they all be going towards this temple?
Is the temple like really ornately done, or is it like a basic temple?
It is a little in the background, so it is a little hard to get a good look at it. It seems to be nestled amongst the mountains, where you can only really see the entrance. It feels like if there's much interior, it's carved inside, if that makes sense. There are some statues on the front. Look like wizards. Not what you know of as wizards, maybe, but fantasy-type wizards.
Do these mountains kind of look like the ones that the goat was heading towards in the drawing as well?
No, they have a little bit of a different look to them.
I throw that out of the brain then.
Shape seems a little bit different. Then again, looking around, there are a lot of mountains that you can see just about any direction that you look in Barovia.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of stand abruptly, hand back the drawings, except the one, and just kind of like walk outside and just do a full 360 to see like if any of the mountains like catch their eyes to look similar.
Roll me a nature roll. Or survival.
Oh my god!
None of
It's
the ones nearby seem to fit the shape. There are some that are pretty damn far away, though, and because, of course, it's night, you can't see them very well, because you also don't have that dark vision. The moon's bright, but it's a little too far away for you to tell much. So none of the mountains immediately around Little Barovia, at the very least, seem to fit. But as you walk outside to do this, leaving Biner for a moment, I'm just gonna pop you through a wall there. Porum, you got your 5 minutes. Porum finally getting awake, or is Porum gonna just lay there for a while longer?
Porum will get his lazy ass up. Slowly but surely.
Excellent. Get your lazy ass up. You do.
Yeah. He'll start making his way down the hallway just like Aina.
Excellent.
Make my way downtown.
And yeah, by now, the smell of bacon is starting to fill the air a little bit. It's quite nice.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, you probably see, Biner's probably like looking out the window. Zaina's looking around, I'd imagine. Unless you think, Biner, are you doing something different?
Once Aina left, to go outside, I knew her would have been just like, okay, and he probably would have.
Yeah.
He probably would have started going through the drawings again, seeing if he could see if there's some type of a pattern or a story that connect them all.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation. And Porum, as you're walking up, you're seeing Biner poring over all these pages. New to you, probably. Ooh.
I didn't strike you as an artist, Biner.
Oh, I wish I could do this well. I mean, many years ago I tried, but it's definitely not my skill level for sure. This is somebody else's.
As you gaze
he-
down, oops, sorry.
Oh, go ahead there. Go ahead.
As you gaze down, Porum, you would notice that Biner has set up quite a few pages that all seem to have a similar central figure. And I will go ahead and show what this figure looks like. So the face is similar, at the very least. But where she appears is quite different. It's a woman with, long hair. The one that immediately struck Biner would be the one that was her holding a broken sword on a horse with too many legs. Because he was there for that one, but she appears many other times as well in different garb with different expressions. So one where she's in a wedding gown. There's another where she is... Well, it looks like maybe she's just sort of some peasant girl in raggedy clothes, much younger. Another where it looks like maybe she's a barmaid. And there are a couple little scribbles it seems Gertrude put down. It just says, she keeps popping up.
So once I knew our figures that puts that together, he'll just kind of turn to Porum as he comes up and be like, watch these. He's going to grab the most generic one, right? Where, obviously not the wedding dress, maybe the barmaid type one, she's more of a commoner type thing. And he's going to take it up to the bar.
I should also mention the wedding dress is opulent. That's some royalty looking shit. But sorry, as you were saying, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. And he's going to try to get the attention of the two.
Yeah, Mirabelle will give a small smile, turn around. What can I help you with?
Good morning, man. I know I showed you a picture yesterday that I was looking for, but this particular lady here has raised my eyebrow. Have you seen her before? Does she live in around these parts?
This is the wedding dress picture?
I said more like a common, the barmaid.
Oh, the barmaid one?
Yeah, I want it to be like she looks more like a commoner, versus royalty or anything like that. Or slum, just kind of
yeah. Furrows her brow a little bit. Says, "Oh, that's a lovely picture of Irina. She's she looks a little sad now. It's the burgomaster's daughter."
Oh, here in town?
Yeah. Hopefully she's doing all right.
Why do you say hopefully?
Is that business with the burgmaster and Strahd, so...
Is she in danger?
I hope not. Hopefully they got somewhere safe when all the zombies came. I haven't had a chance to go out and check on them. The streets have been a bit too dangerous.
Are the zombies after her or just her father?
I mean, they came for the blood tax, as far as I know, though I heard that the mansion got the worst of it.
Could they be at the mansion?
I hope not, he simply says. I've been too busy checking after my dad. Haven't had a chance to go out and find out.
Yes, your dad, is he the one that your mother was asking about for some type of medical help or something?
She gives a small nod.
All right, well, hopefully our doctor can stand straight today. We'll get her and have her check on your father, but can you at least point to where the mansion or where you think she might have gone?
Yeah, and
Not there?
she'll point out the general direction of where the mansion is for you.
Mighty thanks, fine lady.
Forum. Bob
Mhm.
Einer just got up in the middle of the conversation. Is there anything that you were doing?
Forum's just going to just look at the drawings, I guess. I mean, Biner said watch them, so he's just gonna sit at the table,
Yeah.
minding his own business.
Alright. Do you dig through them at all?
Yeah, I'll dig through them.
Absolutely excellent. Yeah. Digging through them, you would eventually find what appears to be, looks like maybe some ruined city with stoned walls sinking into a swamp. And there's this tall, spider-like thing moving across them. As you glance out further, appears to be the stump of a massive tree, its roots lifting it up, with a small house built on top. Of course, you recognize from your time in the mist as well.
Orb's just going to take it and just examine it some more. Blood kind of running cold, since those aren't the fondest memories that he would like to
No.
relive.
No, probably not.
And kind of just like looks over to Biner and you said her name was Mirabelle?
What's that?
You said the lady's name was Mirabelle?
Oh, the, who's working?
Yeah.
Yes, that is her name.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yay, learning names. He's just gonna glance up, kind of just a look of shock and kind of look of concern, and then just continues to go through the drawings on the table to see if there's anything else there that he might recognize.
Fortunately, there would not be at the moment. But that is where the thing where I'll let you roll a D100 every day to look at one comes in. Because again, this person has been locked up essentially for 18 years with nothing to do but draw, so there's a lot. But yeah. With that being said and done, Balthazar, you're the next to wake up. Biner is not there.
That's fine. Balthazar sort of wakes up slowly. Seeing that Biner isn't there, he's gonna just wake up a little bit faster, rubs his eyes, and he'll clean up the room before he leaves.
Excellent. Put the beds back into place and all that.
Yeah, fixes up the sheets. And before he goes, he's gonna ritual cast an augury first off.
Okay.
Gets his divination sticks at the ready. The question would be like,
Go ahead and link augury for me as well, if you would.
I will not consume a spell slot. This is your ritual. Let's see. It's within the next 30 minutes.
Yes.
I think you're probably gonna do a quick breakfast. He's just gonna, in general, ask about how likely they might be able to find, whether they'll be able to find find Gertruda or not. Would be his question.
Here. And what? Because it says that you use like specially marked sticks or bones or something like that usually to do your augury. What is it that Balthazar is using?
He has essentially like sticks that he has like in a little cup.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls them around, and whichever ones fall out would be what the fortune is.
Excellent. So you roll them around. You toss them out. The sticks crack a little when they touch the ground. Whoa. Though a particularly strong whoa.
He frowns and kind of feels like a chill going down his spine as he collects them and inspects the crack.
Yeah, they're not enough to break because I know these are worth 25 gold pieces, so I'm not going to take them from you. But I did think it poignant to get across the strength of the woe.
Is oh no, he is going to put them away and hurry on upstairs.
All right. Upstairs you go, but because you took the time to do that, do a ritual cast and all that, we'll say Ophelia and Penny, the two of y'all are also waking up around now.
I guess Ophelia would sort of get up and like sit on the side of the bed
Mm-hmm.
and just sort of let the events of last night wash over her and realize that she's sort of fucked up at a bunch of things, and then also realize she made an ass of herself to Dahlia. And just kind of buries her head in her hands, like.
And I'm hungover on top of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
And
it would be
Penny-
nice if I had a pretzel. Sorry. Please go, Jeb.
Penny's gonna sit up and swing her legs over the side of the bed and stretch and I slept so good. And she's gonna look kind of shyly over at Ophelia, and then she's gonna say good morning, and then she's gonna hop down off the bed and she's gonna go, I'll see you upstairs, and she's gonna skip out the door and she's gonna go upstairs.
Well, before you go,
Yes.
if you want to see, there is that roll of toilet paper with a health potion
Oh
and a
yeah.
little note for you on the table.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Penny would see that. I'm gonna pick it up and kind of hold it out to Ophelia. Where'd you get this? Where'd this come from?
Good morning, honey. I found it when I stepped into the hall last night. It was placed up against the door.
Oh. Okay.
It-
Um.
I didn't do anything, so I figured it may have been for you.
Yeah. I gave somebody a roll of toilet paper. I guess this is their thank you.
I feel like a healing potion is a really good thank you.
Oh, that's for me too? I thought that was yours.
No.
Why don't you hold on to it? I think it's safer in your
Aw.
hands. And then she's just gonna put the toilet paper roll on the desk and she'll be like, okay, I'll see you upstairs. And she's gonna go bouncing out the door and up the stairs and to the table where she sees whoever's there.
Yeah, I love the idea of Penny thinking that this guy is like, hey, thanks, here's an empty roll of toilet paper. But yes, as you come up, it'd be right around the time that Biner's conversation is slowing down, Porum is having a crisis, and Ina's heading back inside.
Okay, well, Penny's gonna run up to the table where Porum and Biner are at. Good morning! How are you guys? I slept so good! Oh, I can't believe it. I'm in such a good mood. I feel like a weight's been lifted off of me. How are you guys?
Immediately, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Not as chipper as you, it's all I was gonna say.
You're a little distant, Chris.
Oh, I said, not as chipper as you are. And then he'll just kind of look at her like, I wish I had that type of energy in my day and age.
Yeah.
Porum would immediately just like let out an when Penny comes up, because he's just deep in thought and not prepared for this little ball of energy, and just say, "Jesus Christ, Penny, you almost gave me a heart attack." Oh,
Jesus.
Lathander Christ.
Yes, Lathander's one and only son.
I love it.
I just had such a good night's sleep, and I just thought everybody else did too. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, you're fine, Penny. I was deep in thought, and I was lost in my own world. You're totally fine.
Oh, and don't worry, Ophelia, she's been taken care of.
Porum just gives a concerned look to her.
It's all good. What's for breakfast? And she's
Penny?
gonna climb down next to Porum and swing her feet, be like, okay, I'm hungry. What's breakfast?
Penny, what do you mean by taken care of?
Just that she's been taken care of. She's all good. We're all good. Everything's good. What's for breakfast? I put her down last night, so we're all good. Let's see. I could really use some coffee and some eggs and some
Porum's
toast.
just gonna look at Hyena before he leaves and give him a concerned look.
Yeah, Ida, as you get downstairs, it would be around the time that both Balthazar and Ophelia are leaving the room.
Oh, good. Penny didn't stab you. She kept saying she took care of you.
She did. Why do you think she'd stab me?
Honestly, it was the way she said it and the fact that I woke up to something looming over Porum this morning.
Oh,
Probably nothing. It's probably just your eyes.
Something looming over Porum?
Well, no, I can't really see well in the dark. It was just a shadow. I didn't have a brain. Or at least a mind that it could attack.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay then. Fuck, I wonder if they have coffee.
They have something better. It's called pretzel juice.
Oh, pretzels. I'd love some pretzels.
Ooh.
Pretzels!
Sadly, I do not have pretzels, but I'm sure you could find Morgan somewhere. I do have bacon, however, and he would come and place some fresh bacon down on y'all's tables,
Oh,
Ooh.
as well as sausage.
Ooh. I got a rather concerning reading this morning. He's gonna sit down. The augury stick that cracked upon landing.
I'm not familiar with auguries, but that can't be good, right?
It's very not good. And this was in regards to whether we would be able to find Gertruda or not. I'm greatly concerned, to say the least. Oh no.
It tastes so damn good, Byron.
Yes, it does.
It's like it's what you've been needing these past few days, and you are finally getting it.
Binor, when did you start eating meat?
Actually, today, and I don't know why I've waited 400 years to eat bacon.
I thought Luxodons were supposed to be vegetarians.
Yeah, but lately, I really want a steak, but this will do. I don't know why. Lately I've just been craving meat.
That's troubling.
You can say that again.
I too sometimes crave meat.
Good to know.
I know we're getting a thumbs up.
I hope Erwin comes back soon.
Also, Porum, what is a loxodon? Is that the word you said? I think I'm just your typical old human sitting here.
Special type
Cowboy.
of vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
A Luxodon vegetarian.
You're not Luxodon, shut up!
It's too fucking early for this.
Good morning, Ophelia.
Good morning, Penny.
I told everybody I took care of you. I put you down and everything. They seemed a little concerned by that. I don't know why.
She'll kind of chuckle. You didn't.
We're
actually
all
grab-
good, right? Everything's perfect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, everything is just fine.
See, I told you guys. We're all good. What's our plans for today?
Orum's gonna go up to Ophelia and take her hand and just pinch at the skin by the knuckle to see how if it goes down quickly or not, if that makes sense. Basically trying to see if she's dehydrated.
Can I help you, Porum? Rather forward of you to be grabbing my hand.
I'm just checking. Corey, would she be dehydrated?
I guess a little bit, because she hasn't drank any water or anything yet. But I wouldn't say she's, like, delirious.
No, but she's obviously she needs water.
Yes.
Porum's just gonna move the coffee mug over to the side a little bit and bring over some water and just place it in front of her. First water, then coffee.
Thank you. And she'll take them.
And he just gives her a little pat on the hand.
I've
Eric,
got
all this is
some
happening.
waters here for you. Make sure everyone has some of that.
Well, while she's passing that out, Binur will slam the picture down that he showed her onto the table with the rest of the group and be like, we need to find this lady. I think she's in trouble. I saw her in the mist, and there's tons of, and he points over to the pile at the other table of all the drawings and be like, there's tons of pictures of this lady. And they said that she's the daughter of the beer guy. Burgermeister, thank you. I don't know. It's been a long night. Burgermeister. And they said their zombies were after them. And obviously this girl was important to the other girl for the number of drawings that she has.
That's the girl you told me about that gave you the sword in the mist, right?
Correct.
Isn't seeing her in the mists sort of a bad thing?
I don't know. I mean, I assume, but they said she's alive. So I don't know how why. There's a lot to understand in this world. But if there's somebody in trouble and has zombies after them, I think somebody in this party would definitely want to help, and he'll look over at Balthazar.
But aren't we supposed to help find Gertruda?
But maybe if we find this girl, she could maybe tell us where she's at.
Given by the augury that Balthazar had, our chances of finding her are slim, it looks like.
Were we
It's
told about the
less
augury?
slim. No, he mentioned the augury.
Yeah.
It's not
Well-
that it's slim, Porum. It's that there is, for whatever reason, there is woe in that search. I'm great woe specifically. And Derek specifically, he's I would assume she would have taken the most recent sketchbook with her. So he's gonna try and go for something like that, like
Gotcha.
a sketchbook owned by Gertruda that she has likely only just started keeping.
Okie dokie. It says, as long as you have seen it up close, within 30 feet at least once.
Oh. Would similar objects count?
Wait,
If
you
the
could.
sketchbooks are similarly shaped
Particular
and style?
kinds, certain apparel. Okay, I can go with that. I will say, sadly, when it does finish after the 10 minutes or so, you would not sense anything within 1,000 feet of you, at least where you currently are.
Okay. I thought not. And he... there's probably just like the slightest spark of silver between his hand and his holy symbol. Wherever she is, she's not anywhere near the village anymore. Though I'd not expected it as such.
Not to rain on your parade, Balthazar, but are you sure it's smart casting spells? We were told not to necessarily use magic.
It feels like if we keep it on the down low, we should be fine.
I think there's also a difference between arcane and the divine, though I suppose to most people there's hardly ever a difference.
Just going to say the same thing.
Well, if our first target's nowhere near us. Should we find if we can help this girl then?
And hope that we find Gertruda along the way.
I think it's our best bet.
But where do we start looking for this other girl? And what's
Well,
her
they
name
live-
again?
Irina.
Oh.
Her name is Irina, and last scene was near the mansion where there was a bunch of zombies going.
And whose mansion is it?
Her dad's.
The Burgermeister.
Her home, basically.
That's where she was last seen at her home?
Yes.
Why are we looking for her
Or
then?
running away from
Because zombies were
Or
heading
running away.
there. They were fleeing. So I don't know if we can find clues or if she's just stuck there or...
Are we just gonna find zombies?
Well, I mean...
And how do we deal with zombies?
We set him on fire, Penny, obviously. There's just
Decapitation.
like a spark in Nina's eye.
Well, I don't know anything about zombies. I don't know how to kill them.
It chopped her head off.
So
Eric
long,
Balthazar
killing
would know how
them.
to the surefire way to kill a zombie, right? This is
If you
basically what he does.
If you try hard enough, you can eventually kill a zombie. Sometimes it doesn't always stick, but you can try if you try hard enough. If you want anything more specific, though, you can roll me a religion check.
Religion. Boy. Hey, you know what? Inspo. Why not?
Go for it.
need more
You're gonna be
money
getting it next
anyways.
week again, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Alright.
Hey,
why
whoa,
not?
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, are you offering yourself up in tribute? Hmm?
I was gonna do it this week. I was busy reacting to something.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
Sounds like excuses.
I believe you, Corey.
Uh-huh.
Thank you,
Uh,
Derek.
But with a 16, you would know that for most zombies, average zombies at least, radiant damage is good for making sure that they stay dead. And critical hits for a killing blow also do that. You can do
So
it from
essentially
other means, but it
blows.
doesn't always stick.
Yeah. From what I
If they're
know,
average zombies, though, these might be special zombies.
Yeah. From what I know, these sorts of undead tend to be able to bounce back through much of anything. Radiant magic, and he's looking to Ophelia and Porum at that because he knows they. And I guess also Biner because they're the ones who have radiant type damages. Radiant magic can ensure that they stay dead, as can particularly powerful blows. Or at least particularly powerful final strikes can ensure that they are dead and stay dead. Though, he glances outside the window. Considering what sort of other dangers lie in this place, I don't think we might be facing an average undead.
Well, I ain't getting any younger, so what are we doing?
We have a couple of choices. So we could go straight to this mansion and figure things out from there. Last night I got some leads on this new Inquisitor person. Perhaps we could try to gather some information there and maybe visit the church. And perhaps we could even ask the church for assistance. But I don't know. Those are our choices at the moment, it seems.
I mean, we were following the star, too, so there's always that in the background.
Or we could just leave. That seems like a crappy thing to do.
Why would you suggest it?
I mean, it's a choice.
There's also the rally you suggested as well.
Believe it or not, I really would rather not be near a rally surrounded by people who think. And she kind of just lowers her voice, like anything is different is. It's not really where I want to be.
I had no plans of going myself. I dealt with enough righteous people in my lifetime. So we're breaking into a mansion, right?
More than likely, and Balthazar kind of looks apologetically at Porum. I feel as though if we go to that rally, it would be nothing but fear mongering.
Probably right,
but maybe later we can go and send maybe like you and Penny, since you guys, I mean, you have some magic, Porum, but maybe with your size, you guys could kind of blend in a little bit and people wouldn't notice you guys. And you could let us know if there's anything we need to learn.
At the rally?
Yeah. After we check out the mansion.
I'm game for whatever. Just let me know what you want me to do.
I'm okay with that. I'm just more so concerned about the church here. Just I don't understand how things gone so bad and they just really haven't done anything. So I kind of want to get to the bottom of that, but I'm willing to put that on hold for Irina.
Right, let's finish eating and should we get going?
I think so.
Probably should.
This bacon is fucking delicious.
It's real good bacon.
Great with pretzels.
I have.
I knew we were going to grab some and shove it in his pouch.
Bacon
yeah.
wrapped pretzels.
Pocket bacon.
I was about to have
Pocket bacon!
good pocket bacon. I have
No.
had guests who have wrapped the pretzels and bacon. They often drool on my counters, though, so I can't recommend it.
I know we need to find some pretzels.
I think we need to
We're gonna
stay
sit
away
down
from the
here.
pretzels.
Balthazar's giving them both judgmental looks.
I'm just gonna look picturesque, innocent, just like I didn't say anything.
We know what you're
You're just
thinking.
Staring
No
harder
more
at
pretzels.
Ina.
Yes, Ina, no more pretzels. How could you suggest such
Oh
a thing?
yeah.
I wasn't the one that said we should go look for him, Ophelia. Obviously, when you're
I
hungry.
In
know
this
what you're talking about.
in this conversation, Porum's just gonna go up to Balthazar, and just whisper to him, "Did you want me to try contacting my patron again?"
You don't have to if you don't feel it like you should. I only wanted to ask.
Okay, I'll just maybe do it later then.
Wait till you're at the church.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Ah!
All right. All of you are heading out then. Safe to say. Please stay safe. Or
Ophelia,
else-
can I try something real quick?
Can be
Hold on one
dangerous.
moment. And she'll just thank you both for your hospitality,
Of course.
and she will take her leave. You wanted to try something?
Yes. First of all, how are you feeling with your... And I know just kind of wiggle their fingers at their bite mark.
I feel just fine.
Can
If
you
you're
lean down a little bit? I just wanna
excuse
look
you,
at it. I want to look at it to see if it's getting worse.
it,
Anywhere because there's
Oh no.
Crap, Benny.
Alright. Go, there you go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
because you're
that's
hitting the
for
wall.
people.
Yeah, you gotta move diagonally first. There you go.
Too much coffee
know.
this morning.
I know.
Keeps bumping into walls.
I've dressed the wound and everything myself. It's fine. Do you not trust my own medical skills?
We don't have access to a mirror, so it's gonna be a little weird. I just want to make sure it's not infected. Well, more infected. You're already infected.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that out loud.
What? It's fine.
You're a real charmer, you know that?
I try my best.
If you need to look, so be it. And she'll just kind of like, lean in and show the wound.
Does it look a little better, like it's healing? It's been like 2 days.
I mean, yeah, it's been like a while. Well,
Yeah.
been like 4 or 5 days. Yeah, Derek, does it look better?
It looks, you can't really look at yourself, so Ina, roll me a medicine.
Maybe. Oh,
Thank
Pretty
God.
good. It's gonna leave a scar, but it is healing. It's gonna leave a mark.
oh wow, it's actually healing pretty nicely, surprisingly. You're gonna have a scar, but it'll be, healed.
I had sort of figured I'd have a scar. But all better? Anything else you need to check out?
Are you hungry for, the others?
No. No, I'm not hungry for the others. She's kind of like laughing. Do you need to stick your hand in my mouth to see if I bite you? What?
I feel like you would bite me out of spite at this point.
Maybe. One way to find out. Listen, I feel it pressing at the back of my mind, but for now, I feel fine. It's sweet of you to worry.
Well, I worry because the others are so ready to stab you.
Yeah.
Everyone, just 2 out of the 3.
It's just
Or
two,
two out of
Enough.
4.
two out of the... Yeah.
Enough.
Listen, if it makes you feel better, Balthazar mentioned to me that they might know a way to remove it.
Is that something you want?
Do you feel like you would want a second voice telling you to let it out? In the back of your mind, every waking chance?
Peaches, who yells at me, I now have black shadow that just there, looming in the distance.
I just want to see it standing in the doorway.
You're alone in your own mind, not when you can access others.
Right, that doesn't even not include Zudin, and potentially a shadow being.
What?
Hmm?
What?
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. Shadow being?
Don't.
This is happening on the
It's-
road, by the way, we'll say.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
we're walking and
Yeah,
talking.
we're walking and talking.
Y'all are doing a walk and talk.
Listen, last night I had a dream about seeing this figure I saw in the mist. and I talked to it.
Was it a good talk, or...
Felt like a very frustrating talk, if I'm being honest. But it didn't feel good. It turned me into mist partway. It was kind of awful. Just said I was disappointing, even though Zudin chose me for something.
Were you being referred to as disappointing because you're not doing what they thought you would, or disappointing because you're underwhelming as a person?
Fucking hell. Fucking
Wow.
Oh,
Sorry, I came out a lot harder than I meant
her
to.
eyes are like just narrowing in on you.
You thought Penny was bad on.
Yeah, really.
I thought Ophelia was bad on Penny, but here comes Ines with a metal fucking chair.
Disappointing as a doctor. Sylvain and Sharwin apparently knew secrets that we could have potentially learned how to stop whatever they were infected with. And we left them with it.
I mean, we have the journals, and yes, they're dead, but to get those answers, it would have taken necromancy, and I'm pretty sure
Well,
Balthazar like that.
because you're talking about it, and it might jog your brain a little bit. Ophelia, you could roll me your choice of an insight or an investigation. See if some miraculous conclusion comes to your mind.
Oh,
He wasn't talking about secrets that they knew. He was talking about their bodies. Dissection.
Okay.
To learn
Oh.
what was physically happening to them.
I could have done an autopsy or spent time inspecting them to learn more. Notes are only so helpful when we had 2 samples.
it was a tough call to start with. Emotions were very high. You can't do everything.
I know. Trust me, wouldn't be the last time, wouldn't be the first time I was called a disappointment.
Yeah,
Won't be
but
the
you're
last.
this group's disappointment.
You really do know
Oh.
how to cheer a lady up, you know that?
I am not great with words.
Oh my lord.
This was Tyr's front. He was better with than I was.
It's okay. I know you're not. I know you're not being hurtful.
If I was being hurtful, I would set your hair on fire and call it a day, because that's easier.
Do you even know any fire spells?
It's around this
You-
time.
No, I don't need to.
As y'all begin, as y'all get into this tirade, it's around this time that the party begins hearing shouting. Some kind of shouting. It's a little too distant to make it out the current moment, but it's coming from a similar direction to where you're coming from, but off to the side, near the entrance to the village where y'all first came in. And as you begin getting a little bit closer to it, as it is in a similar direction, if just a bit off, the sound begins becoming more clear. Please! God! Please help me! Please!
And that's when we walk the other direction.
Perfectly good church boy you are, Porum.
Just the holiest of boys is
Yeah.
what
I'm gonna
I'm
walk the
hearing.
direction. I've seen enough
Hearing that,
horror
Balthazar's
movies.
like glancing over at everyone else. And it's like, we go toward. He doesn't say it, but it's like the expression of like, we go towards it, right?
I know is already heading that way.
Yeah.
Change of direction.
Yeah. Balthazar speed walking.
Alright.
You'd see some hesitance with Ophelia just wanting to go.
Or
no.
would link arms with Ophelia and start dragging her.
My legs, stop. I'm just gonna hold on.
Do you
Go
just
away.
enjoy touching people without consent, Porum?
Come on, Ophelia.
You can let go of me. Otherwise,
Why?
I
We're best
will-
friends.
Otherwise, I will cut your wings off.
Now cut your scales off. Remember, I'm stronger than you.
You'd be doing me a favor.
Anyway, plot thickens. Let's go.
The plot thickens as y'all run through the streets towards this sound, becoming more clear. These pleas for help. Eventually, y'all do turn a corner. As you do,
I cannot see. I'm just blind.
what are like
Where's
everyone else
Miner's
can see,
torch?
right?
Where's
Yeah.
Miner's
Yeah.
torch?
I can see.
RJ, what are the settings on your screen? Good lord.
Dark.
I can see.
I can
Alright.
see.
I'm trying to set some atmosphere.
No, it's fine. Like I can see, but like I just can't see at the same
Turn your
time.
brightness up or something.
No, that's cheating.
I will do you want to
That's
have a
I'll
torch,
stream
Biner?
Okay.
I'll take the magic torch out.
Should we
Alright.
take the magic torch out?
You
It's a
can.
torch.
Yeah.
It's a green flame.
You have wings. Then talk about a Luxodon.
No.
Using magic.
There we go. Can see
We're
a
all
little
gonna
bit
die.
better. So at first, when you're around the corner, you aren't quite seeing what is making this noise. Looking upwards a bit, though, you do certainly see something shambling down the street towards you. Zombie whose skin is pale and wet from rain, its flesh sagging, eyes nearly white as it shuffles down the street, leg thumping after the other, arms aimlessly waving in front of it. And then its mouth opens. Please! Help! Please!
I told you should have walked the other way.
Porum, you dragged
Out
me.
of character.
Oh, you gotta make sure they know. Oh, we'll see.
This...
Why is nothing ever how it's supposed to be here?
Uh,
this is
I
exactly
can't-
what Dahlia told me.
Does it seem like it's noticed us yet?
It is walking towards you.
Aina, snuff out the light. And, knowing Aina can't see, he's gonna grab Aina's hand and, like, try to shuffle the group into, like, at least back them up in a way.
Yeah, can we start moving?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Girl,
If Miner could turn off the light and put it away again.
Yeah,
would be
would you do this, Biner?
I suppose.
Return RJ to the darkness.
Okay.
For
Run
the time
along.
being.
Yeah, as
For the
you
time being.
put that out, it's still shuffling towards y'all. Y'all can duck into an alley if you like. Because it doesn't move particularly fast. You could easily outrun it. Just hear it continue. I can't. My legs. I just want to rest. Please. Oh.
What would it take to understand what the hell is going on here? Like, is it mimicking screams, or is it actually speaking with vocal cords?
Roll an insight.
We'll give you guidance.
Oh, okay. Insight. Yes?
Money to break down.
Excellent.
15.
Because again, I'm not going to have it attack y'all. Y'all can very easily outrun this thing. Because it did seem to see you, and it does seem to be trying to follow you at least, so you can lose it whenever you like. But Balthazar, when you look at this thing's face, there is a consciousness in there. That person is present, feeling their body animate, moving against their will.
Oh, fuck. Balthazar has a
Damn.
hand. Upon realizing this, Balthazar, like, quickly slaps a hand over his mouth, and, because he's holding on to Aina so that Aina doesn't get lost. They can feel his hand holding on to them start shaking.
Wrong.
I need to go. I'll explain later, but come on. And he's basically like rushing them away. He's shaky, panicky. And once they're far enough away, where it's like zombie won't be able to hear them or track them.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to explain what he's realized upon looking at the face of that zombie. It's just they're conscious. Whatever happened to them, they're conscious. They feel their body. They're feeling everything around them. That's not just an undead. That is. I'm not even sure how to describe it. But they're still people, I would think.
Are they like a construct?
Does that kind of magic sound any type of familiar?
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana or a Religion if you like. Anyone who would like to.
Yeah, I don't know if it's would be considered a construct. They're
Oh, that I didn't mean to that. Hold up, sorry. That's with advantage.
All
I'm sorry.
good. Well, let's see. Okay, we'll go with the 9. All right.
Yeah.
There we go,
Penny.
Penny heard something offhand once. Or maybe Penny, maybe you just get an idea that feels right. And that idea that feels right to you, Penny, is, the body. Maybe their body is just being controlled like a puppet, but their soul is trapped inside.
I think their soul is trapped inside the body. How can we release the soul?
I can't even.
Probably the best way is by destroying the body, right?
I don't think that would help. If their soul is trapped inside the body, destroying the body won't unless it's entirely destroyed, but even then, uh, would it be, what would it be, Derek, to try and sort of think, not engineer a way for them to release the soul, but like any
You could try and do a
ritual.
religion to do some kind of ritual to try and free them. You'd probably want to immobilize them first to take a little bit, but
Yeah.
you could.
It would take. There might be a way to free the soul, but it'd take having to immobilize them, and there has to be a way.
Do we know if it's some type of spell?
I mean, what other means could it be, if not a spell?
If we were to deal with the caster, it would probably be a better use of our time rather than going around and doing this to every single zombie we might find.
But isn't the caster... Anna's just gonna, like, point up to the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Out of character. Definitely forgot about that.
Completely left your mind.
It did.
Daddy Strahd beverage.
Okay, I can't believe you forgot about Daddy Strahd, SMH.
It's not that I forgot that it was him specifically that did the zombie thing. It's just like, oh yeah. We still can't go around just trying to free every corpse. Just, as they said, most of this village is overrun.
We can't just let them shout in the distance, just help. That's just... It's cruel.
It is cruel, but we don't have the time for that. It pains me to say that to you. And you would just see like an anguished look, like she doesn't want to say, essentially fuck them, but that's kind of...
Oh, I didn't know Tritons were so cold-blooded.
I mean, I'm cold resistant. Thank you very much. I don't want to abandon people.
We leave him in the streets, he's just gonna peace flow. I'm not saying go out of the way to find all the zombies in town. When we come across them, just deal with them.
I would at least like to try at least once, if I could. And he's
Do you want
toying
us to just...
with.
Go ahead.
He's toying with his holy symbol.
If you died and came back, Ophelia, and wandered like that, screaming for help, would you want us to leave you there?
If it meant...
It's only the one. If it gets too much, we can simply leave. But I would at least like to try. That's it. If it doesn't work, then it simply doesn't work.
Anybody else beside me have any objections?
I agree with Balthazar. I'm sorry. I this doesn't sit right with me just to leave him like this.
Any thoughts?
Well, I think we should try to do something to to see if you can release their soul, but I don't know.
I mean, we can always experiment, and that way, if we do run into a horde, we at least know we could free other people.
There's no harm in trying.
So
Let's just try this.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Jen.
No, let's just try this.
Okay.
See if it works.
The distance.
It's too much. We can simply outpace it. And, cause... Balthazar's gonna look at Aina. Do you need a light?
We don't want to draw more near. I'll just fire where somebody else fires.
Or Penny can take Ina's hand.
Luckily,
Penny has
it if not for for RJ's screen brightness, it is dim light, so most of you can see things.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. I can see the buildings, I can see the tokens. It's abnormally dark on my screen, and I looked at the brightness and, like, I
Yeah.
can't adjust it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. That's why I have dual monitors. I can pull it up on fucking Twitch.
Oh no. Alright. Well, I'll move y'all a little bit closer then. So you follow the sound. It does get muffled after a certain point. I'm just bringing y'all up here.
Oh, Derek, as we're walking, just in case,
Yes.
because if there is one, there is likely to be more. He's flashing eyes.
Yeah. You see figures inside buildings, but this does seem to be a soul zombie, perhaps, strayed from the pack. And you do locate him. His cries muffled as you find him on the side of a half-burnt building. His mouth stuffed with a rat. It's bleeding, dripping down his chin. Turns to you, begins stumbling towards you. And as that happens, we are going to enter initiative. So I'm gonna add all of y'all to the initiative tray. There we go. Now, perfect. So, all of y'all may go.
Oh!
A Stromby?
A Stromby. Excellent. So at the top of initiative, as this thing turns, blood dripping from its mouth, and a headless rat in one hand, stumble towards you, Balthazar. What would you like to do?
Oh boy, I did not think this through at all. No thoughts, head empty. You know what? Just in case, I don't think any of us have thunder damage, right?
Not that I've seen y'all use.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Okay, cool. He's gonna step a little bit closer and centering around himself, or at least to this point, he will cast a sphere of silence. I think. Wait, hold on. I don't want to affect Aina, so I think here would be good enough.
Right. Should give you a template to pop that down when you hit the cast button.
Ah. Silence. Okay. And then, actually, we'll do it here.
Alright. The muffled noises do stop as it continues to try to move towards you.
Okay.
Anything else?
I believe that is all he can do. I guess I don't want to pop out the wings.
Sounds
He'll
good.
have his crossbow out and ready. And take us. Hold. Wait. No, help. Hey, move forward. He wouldn't have needed to move forward, but he'll move back just outside the ring.
Alright. Take a step back outside the ring, Biner. It's your turn. You watch the bits of rat fall from its mouth and it begins screaming, but no sound comes from its lips.
Alright, I am going to cast Shillelagh. And I am going to move forward.
Alright.
Take
a swing. Oh.
That didn't roll.
Yeah, I think if you go to your inventory, you got your quarterstaff shield, which should do it for you. Oh, you're going with the Great Club instead?
It's a club, right? So Shillelagh would work with a club or a quarterstaff or something.
Oh, I haven't shillelagh'd it up, so it's not doing the stuff it should do. So give me a sec.
I can use the quarterstaff if you want me to roll that.
Yeah, you go with that. I'll fix your Great Club for next time. All right.
That's different.
14 is a hit. Roll for damage. The damage would be the same. I could just rename your quarterstaff to a Great Club. All right. Smack it for 8. I think that will trigger something. Yes, let me see. 5 or more. Perfect. Roll me a D20. Just a pure D20. One.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Oh.
So you bring your quarterstaff, cracking down on one of its legs, and its leg breaks, falls to one knee, just looking up at you with this blank eyes and horror on its face.
I'll end my turn.
All right, Penny, it's you.
Okay. I'm just going to move up here and I'm just gonna shoot it with my short bow.
All right. That's
Ooh.
definitely a hit.
Damn.
And you'll get your sneak attack damage.
Spiner is next to it.
Yes.
Oh, and then do sneak attack.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed. Another 8. All right, now roll me a pure D20.
Oh boy.
Thirteen. All right. Your arrow flies true, hits it in one of its palms as it was reaching out to Biner, and pulls off its arm, pinning it to the wall
Ooh.
behind it as it continues to move.
I'm just gonna move back behind Ina and then end my turn.
All right. Forum, it's you.
Yeah. Porum's gonna move to a little bit better positioning. That way he doesn't hit Balthazar. And he's going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Oh.
Hits. All right. How do you do it?
Man.
Porum's just gonna pull or hold out his hand, light gathering into a little ball, and he's just going to stare at this thing in the eyes and just whisper, "May Lysander have mercy on your soul," and then just fire at it.
Magic flies towards it. Its chest bursts with this magic as it collapses to the ground. No more. Its severed arm, fingers wriggle where it's pinned. You can see its mouth is still open and moving, but it seems unable to do anything to fight back. Its body broken. Combat is over.
We were gonna capture it to release the soul, not slow
I
it.
wasn't
don't
expecting
think-
to do that much damage.
I don't think this is done. Balthazar's gonna step in, and its eyes are still open, right? And its mouth is still moving.
It's silent, so you can't hear anything, but...
But Balthazar can read lips.
Ah. Thank you. Thank you, my legs. But they just wouldn't stop moving. I just want to sleep. God, it's been so long since I've slept. Please.
Balthazar's gonna look at Porum and very obviously like mouth out because he's in the silence, he can't speak. So he's just gonna mouth out as clearly as possible, "Help me," as he kneels next to the zombie and clutches at his holy symbol. Is Porum gonna come help?
Yeah,
He
Porum's
also
gonna come
wanted to
help.
free.
Yeah, sorry.
Roll me a religion with advantage.
Awesome. Okay.
Both of us are just Balthazar.
Just Balthazar.
Okay,
Or
so-
you, depending on who has a better religion. Hell, Biner's there too. Biner could help. Could do the religion too
Alright.
if you want.
How good is Biner's religion?
Then I think I'm fishing in it. Let me check.
Because I have a +3 for mine.
I have a +2, so yours is better than mine.
+5?
For religion.
Ooh.
Minor it is.
Biner it is.
So
It's
religion
just a three-way help. Ooh.
Excellent. So, Biner, since you're the one that rolled, what do you think it would look like putting this person to rest?
I think he would probably say some words and then basically close the eyes and I don't know.
I can take it from there if you like.
Yeah, we can.
Absolutely. No, I just wanted to offer it to you. Biner's doing this. Balthazar or Porum, is there anything you'd like to add to this ritual?
He's not saying it out loud. Again, silence belt, but Balthazar is going to think and mouths out the words of like typical last rites for his order. And if that comes with a visual effect as well, it's just the shadow slowly going darker, sort of coalescing around the body a little bit more, kind of like the darkened butterflies. Let's go with that.
Like it? Then Porum, anything that you would like to add?
Porum would just give me a second, sorry. Porum would just lower his head and grasping his holy symbol and just say or mutter a couple prayers under his breath for the soul.
Right. Any addition of flowers or anything like that? You have
Yeah, Porum would definitely have a sunflower ready.
Okay. Yeah, as you place that down, you would see a look of horror on this aged, almost melting face does turn into what fortunately can only be described as a ghastly smile. The words weakly just, thank you. Thank you. Silent, and the night, slowly but surely, the wriggling of his hand off to the side, his body moving in jerks, gets slower, slower, till they finally stop. So long as the three of you participate in this ritual, you have now figured out a way to put these creatures to rest. It does take at least a minute to do it, but you figured out a way to do it. Meanwhile, I would like, Ophelia was the one that was worried about things. Ophelia, high or low for me?
God
Oh
damn you,
no.
Derek.
Oh no.
God damn you.
The fate is in your hands now, Corey.
I mean, listen, the fate was in all of our hands. We all decided to do something. Anyways, we'll go high.
Right?
Damn you, Derek.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh, I even had your token selected, so it looks like it's your fault. That's fun.
Cool. Good.
We'll see what the outcome of that is
Oh no.
next week. Because Miggs is gonna have to go.
No.
Miggs has gotta go soon. But we're gonna do
Betrayal.
some stars and wishes before Miggs has to go. So we'll start with you, Miggs. Do you have any stars or wishes for today?
Stars was definitely Penny's letter.
Oh yeah, God, that was amazing.
Jen, just chef's kiss.
Oh yes.
I also just really enjoyed the RP and everything today too. Wishes. Wishes. Next week, hopefully, we can go longer.
Yes. That would be nice. That'll bring us up to RJ. Any stars or wishes for you, my friend?
My stars for today were Penny's letter. Real good shit. And the photos, it was interesting looking through them and trying to piece together what's common about them.
Yes.
No wish. No, next week, I guess wish is hopefully a level up soon.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Y'all are very, very close. For my stars and wishes, I'll give myself a big star, because I know y'all have been wanting a nice, easy combat, so I gave you one. No, I'm being a dick. Big star, though, for Penny's letter. That was amazing. I loved y'all sifting through those pictures, as had been said. I loved getting to see, a couple of little private conversations between people pairing up for the sleep. It's always fun when that happens. Didn't get to see y'all paired up. I love Penny making everyone think that she killed Ophelia as well. That was lovely. And also terrifying Ophelia with a toilet paper roll. That was good. But my wishes for next week are, well, I'm going to make a promise to you now, so I can't go back on it. At the end of next session, you will level up, no matter what. So.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, but also very scary how you said that.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, that is kind of terrifying. Wait, what are you gonna do there?
You were so distracted by the level.
I know.
Listen, I've been waiting for this. I've wanted level 5 for so long.
Well, you're gonna get it. So yeah, Cosmic, any stars or wishes for you?
Oh boy. Again, Penny's letter. Chef's kiss. Perfection. It was adorable.
It was.
I was legit scream shouting and mute. But, the Ophelia and Ina back and forth as we were walking was good shit.
Oh, yes.
Also, the absolute heart wrench you gave me when you described what the fuck was up with these undead. I was.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
You?
I'm glad you liked it. Cause yeah, I got that idea. I was just like, ooh, that sure is a way to describe an undead that's a zombie but different.
Yeah. Listen, I think you mentioned something like this when we were only doing character development, and you were like, how would Balthazar react to something like this? And now I see why.
Yeah.
Why you ask such things. This is horrifying.
Yeah. It could be better.
Oh god, though I am excited at this isn't viable for, if we have to fight against a horde of zombies, this, ritual to...
If you win and the zombies can't get back up, you could take your time and do that. Maybe.
Maybe, but that's not really the most viable way if we're in a rush for something.
It sure
But
is
the fact that we can do it is at least a hopeful sign. Terrified of what you have planned, though. Wishes is more game. Make it longer.
I can't take responsibility this time. I gave you all a very long one last time. I would have gone longer today, but I also want everyone to be here. I'm not placing blame. I like everyone to be present.
Sounds like
And also,
technically it wasn't still a full session. It's my friend's musical. She's a lead. I want to go support her.
yeah, exactly.
Of course.
But
So you guys have to suffer.
yeah. But yeah, that'll bring us up to Chris. Any stars or wishes for you, my friend?
Basically same stars everyone else did. Penny's letter. I know she worked very hard on it. Going through the pictures and stuff, and starting to learn a little bit about that, and starting to set kind of our mind towards those. I liked wishes, a big combat.
Oh, well. You might be in luck, my friend.
Chris, why? Why would you do this to us?
That'll bring us to Jennifer. Jennifer, do you have any stars or wishes?
Stars. I liked you making Ophelia doubt themselves with their dream sequence of like,
Oh,
are
yeah.
you all there? Maybe, that was good. Just
That was
all
a
the
very
role
fun
play.
moment to describe.
Yeah.
That was
Just
pretty
pretty much
great.
what everybody else said. Wishes that we don't all die in this big battle that Chris wants to have.
So some can.
I said that
Wow.
we all don't die.
All don't die.
Yeah.
They won't.
If one of us makes it, we all make it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If one of them dies, they'll just come back like this lovely lad did.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
I already got something living in my head. I don't need to come back.
Jeez.
That'll bring us, last but not least, to Corey. Corey, any stars or wishes for you, my friend?
Obviously the biggest star for Jen. The letter was amazing. I wasn't
I love the
expecting it to be
doodles.
handwritten with the doodles and the drawings and all of that. It was the most wonderful thing to read. I was literally screaming and my girlfriend was like, "What is going on? Are you okay?" And I was just like, "Yes, you'll have to read this later." But it was awesome. I loved it. I cannot say enough good things about it. And then other stars, I loved the RP with Aina. I always feel like it's really, really fun. And I also, I don't know. I kind of enjoy, for myself, just doing different things with Ophelia. And then wishes is just, longer sessions.
Wishes is next zombie that's screaming, "Fuck 'em.
Yep.
We're out."
Yep.
No, I did like a little devil's advocate that can lead to some interesting questions. Good stuff. But
Listen, you're the reasonable one in this group. I understand.
As I said, I was hoping to come across as like, she does not want to say that out loud
Yeah.
to people, saying essentially, yeah, fuck these guys, but
Listen, it was understandable. We're in a new place. We nearly died yesterday, I'm pretty sure. It was yesterday. Because we didn't
Yeah.
take a long rest with Dahlia.
Yes. It was time for some sleepy sleeps.
Oh, my other wish was that Miggs would have, or somebody would have remembered to have me talk to somebody about needing a doctor. Heard so much about that,
Yep.
and then, just couldn't say anything about it. It was
It's
just
fine.
like, okay.
It's not like they're gonna
Listen.
die while y'all are out.
Listen, 2 people knew about it, because Balthazar didn't know about the doctor stuff.
No.
That was Biner and Forum who forgot.
I mentioned it at
about
the
our
table.
doctor.
It's
Oh
true.
yeah,
There was a mention
Biner
at the
did mention
table.
it.
The table last week, so
Oh, that is true. It was mentioned at the table.
Y'all
So
slipped.
we're all
Very
at fault.
concerned for the shadow over. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was cool, wasn't it?
Mm.
What does it mean?
I know, you just can't see in the dark though.
Yeah. And to let you know, by the way, because you probably would have been able to do this, Block Shadow you could make an attack on. So if that was,
Attack my own that shadow.
yeah, well, it is there's a creature called a Shadow. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. You could try to have Block fight things for you, but it's not very hardy, and it would probably die fairly quickly. But just so Ina knows,
That's neat.
But it was also probably nothing. It was probably just, sometimes you see a little shadowy thing in the room at
I
night.
had a shadow on shadow fight.
Yeah, sometimes you just see a shadowy thing in the room at night. It's a bunch of hats. So that's probably all it was. It was probably just a bunch of hats that wasn't
Listen,
there.
Sometimes you see monster faces and just piles of clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. But we also got some stars and wishes from etc. in our chat. I like the Zomboy. Talking Zoms. Very spooky. Arik the barkeep is a star.
Yes.
And then I think this might be under wishes, but pretzel appreciation. So gotta find more pretzels to
Pretzel bait continues.
yeah, you have to numb yourself against the pain of this place. Which it's always fun thinking up new and creative ways to make Barovia feel absolutely awful. So anyways,
Drugs.
you got it.
Drugs is the solution.
Drugs will help. Pretzel enjoyers. But anyways, with that, just want to thank everybody who watched the stream today. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. Hope everybody has a lovely rest of their weekend. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Migs wasn't here to say bye, for shame.
He left.